Having all the flavor, yeah, we here to stay. We create the wave, ballin' way too hard, put it in his face. Swaggin' like my daddy, might cop him the medic, might cop me the paddock like expensive fabric. Knew I had to have it. Get that money, bro, and we going up, and you know it's stuck. Doing it for my loved ones. Get that money, bro, and you know it's up, and you know it's stuck. Doing it for my loved ones. Big old shopping bags, we gon' pop some tags, focused on my path. Nigga. We going like way too up. Money coming fast, we gon' make it last. Money over ass, nigga. Just focused on my path, nigga. I gotta up my status, nigga, yeah.
There we go. Just another podcast, episode 122. B Hood's behind the camera.
You did.
Chris Featherston. Make sure you say the Featherston, a.k.a. Nah, I ain't gonna give it to you today, Paul.
I don't got an AKA. Bro.
No, I was gonna make one up on the spot. I'm like orange juice poppy or something like that.
Orange juice.
Cause he's like, I don't drink.
He's not drinking.
Apple juice poppy.
I'm drinking by myself today. That makes
Liddy's here. Yeah,
am.
I'm not drinking right now either. And I'm your host, Mick Lord, Dean the Great. Why you laugh, bro?
I can't stand
Your name is funny.
like it does something.
They really call me Mick Lord across
I'm
the pond.
sure.
Y'all know I'm going back.
Across the
Okay.
pond.
Yeah, across the pond.
Okay.
Watch when I get over there. I'm gonna post a tag when somebody else call me Mick Lord when I get there. You guys don't respect my title.
You know,
gonna-
and that's okay because we.
You gonna toss some little white dude some money and tell
I
him,
didn't toss nobody no money for them to call me Mick Lord.
They just spelled your name wrong.
They did not.
That's how you spell.
You should do a few videos out there, bro. Ooh, relationist video out there? No?
How y'all doing today, man?
No?
How are y'all
Lame.
doing today?
With the Eiffel in the background?
We're gonna do some videos, all right?
Stop.
You gonna come back with a preggy.
Please don't wish that on me.
Gonna come back with a preggy.
What is a preggy?
A pregnant woman.
A preggy. Okay.
Nah, I was having conversations with my therapist about having another kid, though. This is what I talk about in therapy.
Conceived in Paris. That's tough.
In like a yes way or like a nah way.
I don't know way.
I'm in the middle, so
Right.
yeah.
That boy on the fence.
Well,
like
the
a
one
mug.
could use more little use.
don't
The one
know.
you got is
He don't
great.
know that. He don't know if he gonna have a boy or not though.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Hold on. Let me ask you a
Well,
question though.
it might
if you have another one, right? And it's a boy, you're done.
Oh, for sure, for certain.
Okay.
Or you just keep.
I think
going
I'm
till you get
done if
sons and
it's
end
two-
up with 9 daughters.
No, I think I'm done with 2 regardless.
Okay.
I don't think I would go back and try to have a third. 3 is like too many to me.
I can see that. I think
Karma
3
would
is
give
fun.
you 2 daughters though.
Oh my God.
I just think about all the logistics of having increasing your family size. Like for me, I just logistically I think about all the things that go into it.
Of course.
But where do y'all want to start? First, we gotta say R.I.P. to Jason David Frank, aka the Green Ranger.
Ranger. I'm sorry, I'm a girl. That really
What
didn't
sound
do
is Chris
nothing for me.
making over there? What is that?
Is that the world's smallest violin?
Is that the flute? Doop, 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 doop. Stop.
Sure, yeah.
No, that wasn't it.
Yeah.
That is the Power Rangers thing.
Yeah, but I thought you was doing the Green Ranger thing when he's like, doo, doo,
Oh,
doo,
no.
doo, doo, doo.
Let's do it.
And then that droid come out, and he was, yo, man,
We used to be hype. They say they don't know how he died though. Well, that's what
49, man, too young, bro.
I saw. Yo, men are just dying young.
Yeah,
I think
too young, bro. Make sure you got your insurance straight.
you got your life in order, man. That's why we not over here drinking gasoline and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna finish this cup, so leave me alone.
All right.
Lindy doesn't care about tomorrow.
It doesn't exist.
Where do y'all want to start, though, for real? Do we want to get straight into our
Let's get into BP.
Black Panther, Wakanda Forever?
Let's do it.
I'm not
Oh,
gonna
man.
because Chadwick hated it, but it's okay.
Okay.
Low-key, he did hate it.
He did
Yeah.
hate it.
That's because y'all
Okay,
did it
no,
every
they did
time y'all
say that.
seen him.
He hated it just because people wanted him to do it all the
Everywhere he
fucking time.
went.
Did he
Yeah.
say that out his mouth though?
Yeah. Basically,
Okay.
like everywhere he went, it was like Wakanda Forever, and he's like, "Bro, I played Hank Aaron too."
We don't care about that.
He's like,
We don't care.
played everybody.
You're
You don't
Black
have to do
Panther,
this.
bro. That movie made $2.6 billion.
Yeah, that's a fat world.
Lean in, bro.
Didn't
What?
this one make some record?
Oh yeah, no,
Highest
that-
grossing November movie in like ever.
something like that. Yeah,
First week
Oh,
sales,
ever?
whatever the fuck.
I didn't know
Yeah.
ever.
definitely
For
post pandemic.
November, though.
They've been killing it.
'Cause I was about to say the pandemic been a little funny for movies.
Yeah.
What are you guys' thoughts? Has anybody seen it more than once yet?
No, I just saw it the one time. One time for the one time. And I wasn't even supposed to see it. But I did it anyway.
You took Dean, right? You took Dean, right?
Yes.
How do you like it?
He fell asleep. And he bothered me the whole time that he was awake.
He bothered you?
See, this is why
Yes.
I'm not ready to. Well, seeing is on.
Get some popcorn.
Why did you get the boy
We
some
already
popcorn?
sat down.
Y'all
You didn't get
And
him
I just-
popcorn?
No, listen. I took him to Sonic beforehand.
Look,
I got a
Lydia
corn
didn't wanna
dog
buy no
and an
snacks.
ocean water.
Yeah, that boy said.
Before
She
we
didn't
left
wanna buy
that-
no
Shout out to the
snacks.
Ocean
Only
Waters.
because.
Hold on, Lydia.
Wait, and I
Lydia,
did end up
Lydia.
buying some shit. Let me get this off. I
Watch
did end
your
up buying
mouth,
some
man. Look at the
some
rules. I
stuff.
wrote them on the board for you.
Listen, it doesn't say anything about the word I just said, but anyway.
No, let's try to curse a little less.
Okay. But anyway, I took him to Sonic. I got him an ocean water, which is full of sugar, and a corn dog, and I think that was the problem because the ocean water keyed
what
him
you
up.
feeding your son.
However, that's like a treat. Like he likes to go to Sonic and get a corn dog and an ocean water, but a small
Yeah,
one. Either
I love
way.
Ocean Waters. Sorry.
It's like it's a treat. Okay, we don't do that all the time. He drinks water. However,
This is supposed to be about Black
before
Panther.
the house, he had a gummy cheeseburger. He had a freaking ice cream cone, whatever crap. I was trying to give him like a good day
Where is the vegetable? Jeez.
in the corn of the corn dog.
It's Black Panther though. You got to make Black Panther experience.
But either way,
He just
we
can't
get
be
to the
sitting here like
movies,
me.
We get to the movies. He didn't even in the car. He was like, "I'm full." Whatever. We get in there, then he see all the candy stuff. He's like, "Can I have this? Can I have this?" I'm like, "You just ate." Like we just went over this.
being a cheap
However,
date, Lydia. You being a cheap
I
date.
ended up getting him a hot dog because he fell asleep during the movie.
Got
Woke
that
up at
boy-
the end and was
got
like,
that-
"I'm hungry."
Got that boy Glizzy.
Two
Yeah, he
glizzies.
wanted
He
a
had a
hot
corn
dog.
dog before.
He asked for a hot dog.
Anyway, can we talk about the movie? Why are we talking about her
Y'all
not getting this
started
man
it.
no
This,
snacks?
this is my favorite Marvel movie. Period. I like Black Panther. I mean,
Period.
It's up there.
It's
Period,
definitely-
period,
It's an easy top 5, and it's It's easily the best Marvel movie post Endgame to me.
Yeah, but
What?
there's a Endgame.
Oh,
Avengers.
I thought you
Endgame.
said Ant-Man.
There's a lot of movies to come, so I mean, obviously post Endgame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was really fucking good though.
Did y'all cry?
Almost. Nearly.
Caitlin cried 6 times.
Sheesh. On what part?
Crying.
I teared up a little
On what part did you tear up?
when
Fuck the intro.
Hold up!
The
Spoiler
outro.
alert!
Damn.
I
Spoilers! Spoilers! If you don't want to see this, hit that little 10 plus button and keep going forward. Spoilers! Get
B,
away!
B, you got some earplugs, bro?
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
Walk out, B. I'm about to spoil this shit.
The
ahead.
Stop.
intro.
My fault.
It's all good.
The outro. Some of the
Stop. You
middle.
about to say when you teared up. When you tear up, bro?
I teared up when Angela Bassett passed. When he.
Oh my God.
all right.
Love
Well.
her.
No point in me going to see this now.
No, don't
I
see
warned
it.
my
Good.
crew before we
I know.
did this to watch the movie because we were gonna spoil the movie.
Queen Ramonda.
They did open. They killed us with the tearjerker from the jump. Opening scene, right? It's Shuri. She's trying to recreate the heart-shaped herb. T'Challa's got an illness. They don't tell us what the illness is. Boom, he passes. We go straight to the funeral. So then you're like, dang, they hitting me with the heartstrings early, right?
Kind of had to. You gotta when it's something like that happen, you gotta address it like up front.
Yeah.
How'd y'all like the Marvel logo?
Oh, hard. And I like that they
no
didn't.
music.
Moment of silence. I loved
Yeah,
it.
that was nice.
Yeah, I loved it. Ryan Coogler, even though y'all act like y'all don't know who he is, he put his foot in this one. And I would say, I know it's a lot of we are woman, the future is female energy out there. And I don't think that was deliberately the case for this movie, but all them women bodied this shit.
Yeah, the actors.
did.
The actors.
Angela Bassett bodied it. Letitia Wright bodied it.
What else do we expect from Angela Bassett?
But she like took it up a
I
notch.
fucking love her.
We wanted to go home and like take knees and be like, Queen Mother, what do you need us to do? She was killing it. Like, I was like, yo, how do I get to Wakanda?
That
So
scene where Okoye came back without Shuri.
Oh.
She was
Oh
I
my
was like,
gosh,
they
she
went
was
hard.
pissed off.
yeah.
I actually I felt like I was in the room.
I feel like I was getting yelled at.
Yeah, that was the energy.
No, she
I was like,
bodied it.
They did good. I think they did a great job for the circumstances. I think they maximized potential
period. Fuck
for what they did.
I mean,
when you think about the circumstance, you lose your star actor.
And he was probably about to be the star of the MCU with Tony Stark being gone.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they lose him abruptly. Supposedly, they didn't
Yeah.
know anything about what he had going
And there's
on.
a pandemic in between.
All right, so they did. I think they did the best they could do. I do feel you, Kadeem, on the male presence, but in that same vein too, because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, dang, ain't no male presence at all.
Yeah, even Winston Duke's character M'Baku only had like 5.
I like what they did with him
Call
though.
her though? What do you call her? We call her a bald-headed demon or something.
Oh
That
yeah.
shit's funny.
No, I like what
Watch
they did with
your
him.
mouth, please. Respect my
I
rules.
said bald-headed demon.
You said the S word 4 times, man. We trying to clean it up. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You trying to be
It
squeaky?
just
clean.
rolls off the
Not
tongue.
squeaky,
I'm
but
sorry.
you know,
But
be intelligent.
with the movie, the actors, you can tell like the emotions were high.
Yeah.
Like you tell Chadwick was still there in everybody's minds for real. Because
sure.
that kind of upped their levels. Everybody was like, it felt real. Because it was real. Because it was such a
There was
realness to the
emotions there,
situation.
yeah.
It was such real emotions there. So I think that's what made it great. The writing was good. I like that it wasn't too conventional and like I'm trying to walk around like actually saying shit for B, but it's like
Bro.
it's hard.
Nah, man.
Spoilers. We already spoiled it.
Yeah, do your thing.
I like that she didn't kill him at the end. I like that because one thing that was irking me is there was 2 bodies of pigmented people fighting, and it was because of white people, and I was like,
Damn.
why these look at us, yo?
But that was the first movie too.
Yeah, that is true, and it did confirm that Killmonger's dead. On that note.
We've been through
We
that.
thought he was.
They
Bruh,
they wanted him to bring him
I
back
think they
so
could have
bad.
they had a little space
Probably,
to
but-
squeeze him in there alive.
Didn't he like fall off the edge of a cliff or something?
Even
after he
his
died?
no, he got stabbed. You didn't watch the movie.
Stop, because I did.
Anyway,
no. But I'm saying
anyway,
like
no, hey,
after
y'all
T'Challa did
ruining
not
my
kill
review.
him, he took him on the top of that and he said some beautiful.
He was
speech and
already
the sun was going
stabbed.
down. Yeah.
And he died right there.
She talking about
He didn't. He just fell over. He didn't fall off the cliff, but it was shot on some sort of a cliff
no,
side.
but you
was shot in a room like this. They weren't on a cliff at all.
Lydia was solidified it is him pulling the knife out. He pulled.
Yeah.
No, he actually did he pull it out or did
Yes, he
I
did.
think he pulled it out. I think
He
that's
said,
what
"Bury me in the ocean like my
Yeah.
ancestors." What you thought he
Thank
was
you.
alive?
What?
After
I
that?
thought he
had
fell
the-
off a
he
cliff
had the
into the
herb.
ocean with his ancestors.
For one, Lydia, he had the herb in him, so he's already a superhuman.
It doesn't mean you don't
T'Challa,
die.
I'm not saying that, bro.
Listen,
I'm saying that
it doesn't matter. You ain't got to come to my aid.
it's not
all
as
right.
urgent.
You know what,
I'm
guys?
saying-
We're not good at this review thing. I'm trying to keep them on
talking
topic,
about the
and Lydia keeps taking us off topic. We're talking about the first movie now.
But bro, that's connected because I'm talking about now it's solidified that Killmonger's dead because he popped up in the ancestral plane. What did y'all feel about? How did y'all feel about that?
I thought it was great. I thought that was the energy Shuri was on. And that's what she got called to when she went into the throne room. She thought she was going to see her mom, but she had hate in her heart.
Yeah.
I thought it
Big
was-
spoiler, because I have a question. Beard, you might want to plug your ears.
It's all good.
Do you think that, you know how like at the end of the movie they showed that T'Challa had a son, right? Do you think that they're in the future movies that his son is going to become like some sort of big
Yes.
player?
Yes,
You think
he'll be
he's gonna like the
T'Challa.
next
And
Black
let me
Panther
give y'all,
again?
yes. And then they're going to bring, because in the comics, for you niggas, ooh, I'm sorry. For you
Talking
people that
about
are
me.
not, yeah, but I know I'm
go
consciously
ahead.
trying to do it. Anyway, for the people that are not super geeks into the comics, this leaves them room for them to bring in Storm as an X-Men, because T'Challa was married to Storm in the comics.
Makes sense.
Should be fire.
Bars.
That's pretty dope.
Okay.
Should be fire. They did a lot of good stuff, man. I love how he always plants all the seeds of like how as a people, if we were isolated and we did our own thing, like look what we could accomplish. I do feel Chris, like I'd be like, why are we always fighting each other? Like it was cool when you know what I'm saying, Namor and them, they pull up on the water base, they destroy the vibranium, what was it? Not a drill, but a
It was a detector.
detector. Yeah. I like what they did with Ironheart. I'm anxious to see that Disney Plus series. I don't know how much ingrained y'all are into all that stuff. I watch all that stuff.
Yeah, I knew that was coming in the movie. I like what they did with her. Shout out to all the computer science majors taking differential equations. It got me geeked out when she mentions it in the movie. And we was looking at a little video, me and Crystal, and they was talking about, remember when she had the heater? And she was like, are you going to defeat him with that heater?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was a drop to them actually beating him with the heater. I was like, oh, man. That was a little drop. I was like, man, okay, look what y'all doing.
I like it.
I don't know.
Foreshadowing.
Visually, it was very refreshing. It was a very inspiring movie to me. I felt like invigorated walking out of there. And that's how
really
I felt
good.
with the first one, too.
Are y'all capping and y'all didn't cry, or am I the only one that shed a
No,
little?
my eyes watered, but also my child was annoying me. So
I started to tear up when they did the Marvel logo with Chadwick, and the silence and actually showing him, it made you tear up a little bit.
you know what I always think they do a good job of? I think they do a good job of being empathetic to the antagonist as well.
Yeah.
So like Namor or what was
Namor.
Cool Khan, whatever the fuck they were calling. I don't know how to pronounce whatever they were calling him. I don't know how to pronounce it. But I felt for him and like everything that he was doing. I was like, oh, I'm riding.
But they did the same
way
thing with Killmonger. Yeah.
Exactly.
I think
they
that's
always do a good job.
that's
with
a
that.
theme now.
So it's never like good guy and super bad guy.
Right.
He's just out here doing bad things because bad things are fun.
I just want to rule the world because.
Yeah, just cause.
So-
no, it's always like you can really understand why they're doing that, and you probably would do a similar thing.
No, it creates it adds to the suspense of the movie.
Their motivations are always rooted in some real world
Right.
stuff. And I just even the opening scene when what's her name, Queen Ramada, Angela Bassett's character, is at the UN, and Ramonda. Ain't that what I said?
Ramada's a hotel.
Man, if y'all don't come on.
All the stuff y'all sidebar on and they trying to see what I'm saying, bro.
I'm trying to get
Anyway,
you right.
when the French and all them was like, yo, y'all got to share vibranium, blah, 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 and then they like pulled up and was like, y'all left something? You know what I'm saying?
They tried to steal it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just thought like,
But next time, we're not gonna do it like that.
yeah, we bringing heads back instead or something.
Mm-hmm. I like that part.
I was hoping that this could be its own video, but this is like the worst internet review of a film ever.
It's
so.
not the worst.
I don't think it is.
It's pretty
It's
bad.
not, but I did notice a lot of people, a lot of like bigger like Marvel geeked out reaction videos. Some of the people, black people, don't really like the movie. They're not really liking it.
Why? What are they?
A lot of people.
What is the opposite
last time I
argument?
checked, it was an 86% on Rotten Tomato, like 95% fan score. But the
What's
you know
the
the
opposition say?
the critics plot holes in the plot. What else was they complaining about?
One thing they said is that even though I disagree, and this is one of the points I was going to bring up. I felt like I was in Wakanda the whole movie. Maybe we didn't see as much new lore. They didn't open up new lore with the Wakanda because in the comics, Wakanda is a very rich, bountiful place of different looking people and different.
It's 5 different tribes.
There's different subcultures and all that kind of stuff. So we didn't see all that, but I did like the fact that we felt like we weren't stepping out of Wakanda a lot. We touched America probably twice.
Yeah.
And
A lot of people said, but even like the first movie, right, when they went to where they was in Korea, and then they had that chase scene, and then this time they go to MIT, and then you had that chase scene. So they were like, there's a lot of similarities there. I don't know. I don't know what they wanted them to do when they more and more. Like they did a good job of showing us Talokan and showing us their city.
I feel like it could have been more beautiful.
It's underwater.
Like it was kind of dark.
It's
And then he was like,
underwater.
even though he was like, I brought the sun to my people, I was like, nigga, I mean, sir, it's still dark.
It's in the deepest part of the ocean.
I feel what
But you brought
Lydia's saying.
It was still dark, and I'm
Lydia-
like, they could have made this look more.
But that
beautiful.
wouldn't have been realistic to actually what could have happened under the deep blue sea, under the
the
ocean.
deepest part of the ocean.
Yeah.
He said he brought the sun. The sun is bright.
It won't the sun.
It was dark.
It just
I wanted to know what the city was really looking like.
You did got to see what it looked like.
was
It looked like
dark.
it was underwater.
It was dark.
Anyway.
Is all I'm saying. They
I-
could have made it more.
I didn't have no real complaints. I seen some of the nasty stuff they was saying, but they always gonna say that kind of stuff. Some people wasn't happy that Shuri was a Black Panther, but in the comics, Shuri becomes Black Panther. I don't know what else y'all want.
No, fact.
Like,
And I like that they didn't recast T'Challa.
Facts.
I was one of the people. I'm gonna stand as one of the
Don't
people.
do
I
that.
wouldn't have been mad if they recasted him. I think T'Challa. I mean, I think Chadwick might have not have minded them carrying on with the actual
not this
story.
close together though.
But I do think that the end credit scene will open it up for maybe the next movie will be a transition movie where Shuri's still the Black Panther. She's helping T'Challa actually come into his greatness. And then maybe the movie after that we get like a
If it was a
Total.
5 year,
Yeah.
if it was 5 years from him passing, I could see them recasting. But it was too soon. That would have been distasteful,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
And I'm just not a fan of that, like, ever. I feel like if
Well, they
the-
recasted Rhodey with whatchamacallit?
quick.
Quick. Terrence Howard ain't had no time.
And you know what I'll say to
What
people?
reference you're making?
It's from Iron Man.
Oh, that guy. Okay, sorry.
Okay, and what I'll say-
I'm done with this review.
And what I say to people who don't like the movie and have like criticisms, put yourself in a position to write your own movie. I think that's the cure here, because people are very mad about what they should have did and all that stuff. Put yourself in a position to write your own.
Even if they wrote their own, then they're gonna be a Marvel movie with a
Right.
$250 million budget.
Right.
Put yourself in a position to be a Ryan Coogler, then you can get your fan geek stuff off and do all that stuff. But sitting there behind your YouTube
Ryan
really
is
gonna
the
do it.
only black director in the MCU. Keep doing your thing, brother. You're killing it.
No, they did great.
You're killing it, bro. That movie was fantastic.
They did great.
Top 5 Marvel movies. It's gonna run it up on the scoreboard for the money part. All the women in the movie did an excellent. They killed it. I mean, everybody killed it, but I know we're highlighting Letitia Wright.
Angela needs an award.
She's like the highest paid female actress
She's
right now.
amazing. She's
Angela Bassett?
spirit
just-
animal.
Yeah.
No, she looked good.
And she in the gym.
She looked real good.
You know,
Because she in the gym.
yo, Lupita looked great too.
Because they in the
Oh.
gym.
Yo, Lupita looked like she went up enough.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, not Lupita. I thought you was talking about Okoye. No, Lupita.
Okoye got her
Hey.
outfits and shit on.
Hey.
Hey, and shout out to Rihanna. Because they didn't have to say that she was wearing Fenty in the movie. They did that on purpose. Rihanna was like, all right, I'm gonna do these 2 tracks for y'all, but y'all need to do this for me.
Right.
Y'all remember when
Fair.
she was like doing her little investigation and she had the outfit on? And
Ooh,
she
which one?
Lupita. They said she looked like Shorty from Encanto.
Lord, no, I didn't see it.
No, Lupita looked good, man. Is Lupita single?
I don't know, brother.
Hollywood or whoever around Lupita. Why is Lupita single, bro?
That's a good question.
But
Y'all crazy.
great
Y'all tripping.
movie.
got too much money.
Ready for the next one?
Y'all tripping.
Where y'all want to go with it from there? That was our kind of movie review. Next time, I don't know how I'm gonna do better with those.
Bro, it's
I
a
don't know.
genuine reaction.
We talked a lot about the powerful women in the movie. We could go to women of the future.
Did you look at this
Of
clip?
1950s about feminism.
You didn't look at the clip.
Play
No,
that
I
clip.
didn't.
I'll play it because you didn't look at it.
Of course, I know you're gonna play it.
Yeah, but you didn't look at it, so you don't know what it's about. It ain't about that. It's the opposite.
Welcome to 2022, where you can do anything a man can do. I am so excited to finally be here. Feminism has done so much for women. Do tell. No more aprons, first of all. Do we finally have a butler to cook for us? Oh gosh, no, you'll just eat pre-made greasy crap out of a bag on your way to and from work. I suppose that sounds convenient. Do I get to work outside the home? Totally. You get to sit in a cubicle all day while you stare at a computer screen, chugging coffee. So liberating, right? I'm at work all day. Will we finally have a Rosie the Robot maid? No, you'll still have to do all the cleaning. That's what your weekends are for, cleaning and laundry. Oh, and errands and yard work. Wait, so I have to work full time plus still manage my home full time? I mean, you want to have it all, right? But what about my husband? Is he amazing? What? No, you're not married. You live alone with your cat. What? You do date though. A lot. You can just have sex with whoever, whenever you want. That sounds kind of gross, actually. Just pick them off of this app. What about pregnancy? Oh, there's this magic pill you take. Totally wrecks your hormones, but keeps you from getting pregnant. The pill is magic. Don't worry. If by chance you do get pregnant, you can totally just kill the baby by having an abortion. Why would I do that? So you can get back to work. Duh. Someone has to fill that cubicle space. Am I at least happy? I mean, yeah, as long as you don't skip your antidepressant pill. Another magic pill. Gotta cope somehow. I think I'll just stay here. Get to have purple hair? Welcome to 2022, where
React.
I'm an advocate for purple hair.
I'm sure.
Oh
I'm
my
just
god.
kidding, but everything else sounded pretty shitty.
That's what
But
y'all
it was
living
very
today.
much the truth. No, I'm the. I don't want to say older I get because I just don't like the way that sounds. But the older I
Y'all-
get, the more I am totally okay with the idea of being a straight up housewife.
Women are so
I don't want to do nothing
Women are so
except for all the things I have to do in the house because I'm gonna have to do that anyway.
I'm gonna say this, and she bodied that. She sounded like she was
killed
white,
that.
but she bodied that.
great skit.
It's annoying as fuck. I think a lot of times women just don't have the foresight to think with the end in mind. I just don't think so. I think y'all just go off y'all's emotions in the moment, and a lot of feminism was a cash grab, and they capitalized on y'all's immediate feelings in that moment, as far as maybe a little sense of oppression or neglect or whatever that y'all weren't feeling fulfilled in, and y'all took it all the way left. But that's the only problem with that. I feel like it went too far left. And now, like you said, you got a lot of women now that are saying the same thing you're saying. Once we actually start to give into the fact that y'all want to work and y'all want to be contributing to somebody else's business, somebody else's pocket. But when black men were saying that before, y'all was like, shut the hell up. But now it's like, oh, now we actually want to be soft and we want to do, like, which one do y'all want?
It's funny though because what she really said first was, as I get older, right? As my, I know I hate using all these terms that they already use in the manosphere, but as my sexual marketplace value begins to decline, look, all the words go down, whatever words you want to use, semantics. Now I want to be softer. Now I want somebody to take care of me. But when I was as hot and as beautiful and all those things, I wanted to run the streets. I wanted to be for the streets. I didn't need no man for nothing. That's so crazy.
I mean, but whenever you think that I'm just saying, if you think you're in your prime of life, of course you want every freaking thing. Of course you want everything because you're in your prime and you know you're in your prime.
What are you getting?
Nobody thinks about that. Like, I actually agree with men. No, listen, I actually agree with Chris when he said that women don't always have the appropriate degree of foresight.
But you just said you wanted everything, but you can't tell me what everything is, other than the freedom to do all the reckless things that you've been doing.
Exactly. That sounds like a lack of foresight to me, doesn't it? I'm with Chris.
With freedom, you'll run in a lot of different directions and not really get anywhere. Yeah. I think it's just it's crazy because you're only as loyal as your options.
Facts.
Right?
Yes, sir.
And when y'all have all the options...
that's not true because I got options and I'm loyal.
Right.
But I don't like it. That proves your loyalty. But with women, it's almost like... And I'm not... You know what? No, fuck that. We're going to keep it on women. Not saying that doesn't apply to any other gender.
Y'all
but
with
y'all, when y'all are young, hot, and y'all can get anything in the world... That's when you prove your loyalty. But when y'all have all the power in the world, that's when you see who a person really is. It's the same thing as money. Mm-hmm. Money exposes who you are. When y'all have all the power in the world, we see who you really are. Mm-hmm. When stuff starts to come down on you and the world is getting a little too hard, the opinions start to streamline a little bit. And I'm not going to say people can't grow, but it is telling that as women age, they start to come around a little more when we've been saying this stuff for like maybe 10 years. Mm-hmm.
I feel like it almost, like the psychology of all that almost skips a generation, sort of, because you grow up looking at your family, right? And I won't say most people, but a lot of people still do have some idea of what healthy family looks like, even if it's when you go somewhere else for a holiday or to someone else's house, your cousin's house, your grandma's house or whatever. You see a married couple, even if your mom's a single mom or even if you're with a single dad or whatever. You see that, but you don't really appreciate it. And now that we're older, we're like, oh, wait, I kind of do want that. That was nice. Thanksgiving at the family's house, everybody's there. You know, we have things, like we have a house instead of an apartment. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But you know what's crazy? I'm not saying...
The families are together, they can gather.
I'm not saying this is you, Lydia, but I think a lot of women feel like stuff just happens and it just pops up. Like that big like house gathering of maybe 30, 40 people at Thanksgiving was something that was started and built initially years ago. And your grandma probably saw that lifestyle back then. She didn't just pop up and was like, yo, I got all these people in my house. Oh my God, this is great. She wanted that. That was a goal. But a lot of times with y'all, the goal isn't that. It starts to become that too late. And now you're looking like, oh, I want that, I want that, I want that.
We wanted to work so much, so the goal is money, and all the goals are money related.
Well, that's why I like that clip, because it was women of the future talking to somebody about feminism.
Right.
And how feminism got y'all out the house, how it perpetuated being independent, right? How it perpetuated all this stuff like you don't need a man. And then you get out into the real world and you're like, I did all that to be alone. Yeah, I did all this to be by myself. I did all this to be with my cat. Oh, I still have, like she said, well, at least we're going to have a maid, right? She was like, oh, no, you still got to clean. That's what your weekends are for. That don't sound pleasurable.
It
don't.
And with inflation, that makes it even worse because now, like what Kadeem said, I think you said it last episode about the taxes. Now they can tax y'all. And with the inflation, it's needed. We need family units more than anything to actually circumvent that.
Outside is expensive.
Now y'all's pride and y'all's independence, and with our pride, because now y'all saying y'all don't need us, so we definitely not gonna try and come help y'all. Now we're all looking stupid, giving more money than we probably need to this system that we say oppresses us. So it's like y'all played. I hate to say it, but y'all were pawns in that.
Big time.
And it started. But you know what's crazy?
Especially black women, though.
But you know what's crazy? It's not on Lydia. It's not really. It's Lydia's generation is of that mindset, but it's more so on our parents. Our parents passed that down to them.
They did. Lydia's generation made that hot girl
This is the
Okay, but the hot
pinnacle
girls still want a soft life later.
of it.
Yeah, but
The hot girls that want a soft life.
yeah, but even that clip we got this at 318, listening to her talk about random dudes and this, that, and the third, you're not doing anything to get that at the end of the day. Like Chris
Right.
said, the end in mind.
Right.
We
Yeah.
always relate this stuff to stuff that can be physical and tangible, like the gym. I'm like, I can't say I want to lose 30 pounds if I'm not doing the work to get that.
Sure.
Yeah,
But it's,
go ahead, my bad.
but I'm saying women like believe in manifestation is really you speaking something into existence that you're actively pursuing.
Yeah.
You can't manifest it by just talking about it.
Right.
Yeah, and let me say this to like paint a picture because I know some people are visual. If you, let's say you're 25, right? And you picture in your future, you and your kids and your husband having Thanksgiving together and your in-laws come over and da-da-da-da. You have to first date that guy and get married. Who knows how many years that's going to take. Then you have to make those kids and they have to grow up to match the picture you have in your head of your kids all gathered around the table. That's what, 10 years?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's
Can
Y'all
we,
ain't trying
can
to
we
get nothing
visualize
that
that?
takes 10 years to
years.
get. Nobody.
Kadeem.
Oh, no, they think he'll
what you was
come with
talking
4
about
kids and I'm going to come
podcasting?
with 4 more kids and then there we go.
No, most
It'll take
people-
2.5.
No, most people not even willing to grind that hard for stuff that ain't family. I ain't.
They don't want
Yeah,
a lot
hell
of of people don't want the prep. Like even with
Prep,
shooting
that's a good
this
term.
podcast, Kadeem, you see Kadeem rock all around the room. We just don't pop up in here. Kadeem, you cook, right?
Oh, for sure.
Most of the work is what?
The prep
The
For
prep.
sure.
and being organized helps it all go along quicker as well.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's the same way with what we're trying to do. I think it goes back to a lot of stuff we talk about every day, but interdependence should be the goal. It's not independence. It's about you actually having the intention, and this is not against any women that go to school and they have like
At
dreams
all.
and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
not at all.
This is not against that. It's about the
No.
intention behind it. A lot of y'all do that with the intention of separating, and then y'all wonder why you're not connected, you're not feeling fulfilled. All this stuff is
You think
because
they do that to be separate though?
I think they do. I think they do it so they can be independent, so they don't have to depend on anybody. And I understand it.
But they always end up at the end of that still wanting a man though.
Right.
I don't think they do. I think they do it. I think that women believe that the things that they value in a man, we value.
Right, but
And
I
think
also
if
just
she
think they
thinks
know
if
it's
she
not
goes get
safe.
120K a year and she has this high powered job that makes her more attractive to us. But I'm not saying for me because I'm not intimidated by that, but it does make it harder for you to date a dude because you think you're better than him, and then you know what I'm saying, like you only want to date somebody that is in your socioeconomic realm.
I think
Wait. I'm going to disagree a little bit. And I'm going to disagree only because I don't think the reason that women are getting to the bag and da-da-da-da-da is, I don't actually think that's for y'all or to attract a man. Because most women, at least if you're a little bit cute, you know you can do that with a hair flip. You know what I'm saying? With eyes across the bar. Like,
That's just
however,
gonna get you dingling.
Sure. But just keep coming with me. Pause. So
Yes. The fuck?
I think we do that because we have an understanding that it's not safe not to be financially independent.
yeah,
It's not safe because you know, a lot of women in my age range have an idea, and I know you don't like it, that the world's just filled with fuck niggas. It's just filled with fuck niggas, the bars in
Yeah,
hell, and
for
everything
sure.
like that. So
Yeah,
we
yeah.
know it's not safe to be
It's not
financially
safe living alone when I come to kick. Well, not me, but when somebody comes to kick your door in and you're in the home by yourself, it's not safe then either.
Of course, but also you get what I'm saying. It's not
Which
safe
one's
to
more
be.
not safe?
y'all do it for security, and I understand that
Yes,
because
of course.
there
You
is
have to
another
have your own whatever.
there's another end of this story where men aren't as manly as they used to be.
Why is that, Chris?
That could possibly be because, and I don't like putting
Raised
that
from
all on
single
women. I
moms.
hear
No, it's no. And you know we're gonna have this conversation. We're not gonna put it all on women. There's ownership for why that is on both sides.
yeah,
Right?
because parenting isn't the same as it used to.
No, it's not.
And but to your point, Kadeem, what you were saying as far as they think that getting the 6-figure job and doing all that stuff, I think it's projection of their interest.
Their
in
wants.
men.
That's what they want.
But I think also both can be true because I think they think that's what's gonna happen, and then they see it's not, and then they're like, oh, okay, this isn't what's gonna get me that, and then
You mean
now
the
they start to
family.
think right, and then
Okay.
they start to think, okay, I might have to recalibrate some things a little bit. So
And they don't want to be the breadwinner on top of that.
I think they want to be the breadwinner, but
I
they
don't
don't
think
want to.
so, bro.
But they don't want to. They don't want to put all their money into the
No,
household.
they don't want to be the breadwinner,
Nah.
and they don't want to.
Right.
Even my mom was getting to the bag. She'd be like, "Kadeem, let me hold $100." She
They don't want to spend their own money.
She always with some money,
That's
bro.
real. They don't want to spend their own money.
Hell no.
And I think that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about with the intention. Like if you go and work, you're gonna get some of these bills.
Yeah.
Why not? It balances it out. Think about it like this. If I'm a man and you're working, you have to work. I'm gonna have to do some of the chores. I'm gonna have to cook sometimes, right?
This is a good.
If I can't completely take you off the field.
This is a good
Same
segue.
thing
This
for
one's
y'all.
not a clip, but I did see this on a spiritual word. Spiritual word. Come, man. Post one of our clips, man.
Yeah, we
our
need
clips
that.
be clipping, bro.
They gonna make us pay him for that.
How much is it, man?
It's like $600.
Dollars?
That ain't nothing. We gonna do that.
How
I
long?
asked them,
How
I've
long
been
does it
asked.
stay up there?
We gonna do that.
I don't know.
Nigga,
It's like a
All right,
post
we'll talk
is
about that
like
off
whatever.
air. But
It
this was
doesn't
on.
matter.
So my boyfriend
They
makes
taxing.
Hold on. I want you because we're talking about money and all that stuff. So my boyfriend makes $80 to $85K a year. I'm literally flat broke from not being able to work for a month before I got this job. We live together. This man literally won't even loan me $1 for groceries without me promising to pay him back 5 times. Like, why am I alone in this? Where is the team? That was her post.
Okay.
What advice would you give this woman?
Leave that man. He can't hold it down for a month. But also, why don't you have some sort of like a side hustle? Like you ain't got no extra, just a little bit change, just a little bit, so you can get you a 4 for 4 or something.
Look at what you got going on. Chris, please say something serious.
So she doesn't have a job.
She just
No.
got a job.
Oh, she just
She
got a job.
secured a job, but
was
there's a
flat
month
broke.
in between.
Okay, so now she's recovering.
Yeah, he makes
Right.
80 to 85. They live
And
together.
it's just them two?
Yes.
Yeah, and he wants
They're not
what
married. They don't
I
have
gave
kids.
you
Hold
and
on.
5 times.
No. She said he makes her promise 5 times, not 5
Yeah,
times.
so he's extra pressed on the money that he gives her.
Yeah, he's like, yo, I gave you 150 for the groceries. You got to give me that back.
Times
Bruh, if you
5.
buying groceries.
They
That's
ho-
for both of y'all. I mean, it's for the household, right?
I know we
And it's
think. I'm just.
I'd be writing my name on everything. Don't eat that banana.
I don't mind dudes wanting their money back, but I think when you a family to a degree,
They're
you
not
don't
a
need
family,
to-
though.
They aren't a family. You're right. All right.
Their boyfriend and girlfriend, they're shacking up.
How long they been together?
They-
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Even
enough.
still, though,
What's worse?
if I'm calling you my boyfriend
B.
and you wouldn't get me groceries, how the fuck did you even get to being my boyfriend?
What's worse? The nigga with no money that can't do it, or the stingy nigga with all the money?
The stingy nigga, because I'm looking
Can
at
we
you.
stop using the N word?
Sorry.
Oh, sorry, my
the
bad. I
stingy
definitely
guy,
did.
because I'm looking at you have it. You gonna get you some food and then watch me not eat?
There's also
How are you?
there's
Get away
also
from
And I'm
there's-
really just playing devil's advocate. But what if her energy is always of that? Like, okay, he makes this, but she's like, I don't need him. Da, da, da. What if that's her energy?
the I don't need a man energy.
Yes. Even
Well,
though
now I'm
clearly
coming to
do.
you and I'm saying that I do need you.
Well, you don't get to flip flop on that.
Well, how are you together then?
We can't-
That's still my question.
we can't. I don't want to assume that, but also
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I
This
know,
is a post.
I know, and I'll play it too because I'll say, what if it's attached to his just being good with money? Maybe that's
That's him.
that's just him.
If you
and
watch the
and
pennies, the
likes
dollars will follow.
Right, and he likes to keep a close eye on his money going in and out. But you like it when it benefits you, but you don't like it when it affects you. So it could be that. Go ahead.
I still don't think they should be together because that means that he doesn't have the mindset that they're building something together. Because if they're building something together, why would you not put in for that?
Okay.
And putting in for that doesn't
it was-
guarantee
if-
No.
you're going to get it
I'm
back
a-
monetarily.
I'm gonna combat you, Lydia. What if the money's better in his hands? Maybe what if that's his intent?
Well,
The
she
intent
said that she needs groceries, meaning there aren't any, meaning he did not go get them for the house.
No, but if I'm paying for our groceries, right? And
But he's not because she had to ask him for grocery money.
No,
what if
he's
that's-
paying. She just had to ask.
But
He
what-
had
Okay.
to get a promise back. Then I'm gonna get my money.
what if
back.
that's her duty in the house? Her duty is groceries, but she's down on her job. I'm gonna cover you, but I need you to pay me back on your duty to the house to buy the groceries.
You're putting a lot of what ifs. Why
And-
can't you just put food in my mouth because
And
I'm your
Lydia-
girl?
No, and Lydia. But see, no, we can't.
You
do
want me to
that.
put your dick
We
in my
can't-
mouth?
We can't do that because once I start saying I'm a man and I walk in this house, you should be busting it open. I sound like I'm toxic.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all can't say that. But
I
what
feel
if-
where Chris
what-
is coming. He's saying, okay, if they were living together, and he's like, all right, we split the rent. We split this, but you have groceries. I have this. I have that. And then she's saying, oh, I don't have the grocery money right now because I'm down bad. He's saying, okay, I'll cover you this month, but I need that back.
times 5 is
No,
No.
she promised 5 times. You illiterate ass
no,
nigga.
no. Wait.
Without me having to promise 5 times. Promise 5 times, not pay back 5 times. God,
That sounds the same to me.
You
I
are-
interpreted that the same
No,
way, even though you
no,
just said it.
That's like me
Stop.
making you say you promised 5 times, not that you're gonna pay me
5
back.
times the amount. That's
You're
what my
taking me
brain
down.
did.
No, man, your brain is off. That's not what we're talking.
It was just a wrong
Promise
interpretation.
5, like I have to say, I promise you, I promise
Yes,
you,
he
I
keeps
promise you, I
bugging.
promise you, I promise you.
He keeps
Yes.
bugging. He keeps bugging her about paying me back.
Yes.
But I will say something to this topic.
Jeez
What
Louise.
if we're a couple and I'm
Look at the
better?
grammar on that. We need some commas or something.
I'm better with money than you are.
Where are the commas?
I might want my money in my hand.
Okay.
I might want the money out of your hand so our money can move better because I'm better with money than you are.
Sure.
Yeah.
So that might make me be like, hey, I need my money back. Or that could just be sign language for I need to manage our money. So the money I put
Or
into
it
the
could be
grocery.
she's
you need
not
to
good
carry
with her
your
money.
ass
I need my
with
money
me to
back.
the grocery
Yeah.
store then, and you swipe your card.
Yeah, but that's
How about
still me
that?
picking up your slack.
Yeah. But that's
Okay, but you're in a relationship with me. You already knew
We're
that
not
there
married.
was a. Okay, but I'm saying you knew that there was a month gap in between the job I stopped and the job I'm about to start. You knew I.
So in a month you don't have money
He's
to
not
cover your
wrong.
expenses.
Listen, I think that's a problem as well. However,
He's not wrong.
you get what I'm saying.
And she should, and to be honest with you.
You know we're
she's
together. We
already-
talk every day. I'm assuming.
She's
You would
already
know.
not managing her money right if she can't be down for a month and not cover groceries.
Facts.
She's already not managing her money correctly. So yeah, I'm gonna want my money back because that's on you. A lot of the times y'all make certain decisions, those immediate emotional decisions, and y'all want men to pay for them.
No. It say he won't even loan me money for groceries without me promising to pay him back 5 times. I still interpret that as 5 times
Okay,
the
we can-
amount.
That's just proving that you can go to college, get a degree, and still be mad wrong. Put
I
that
can-
down, brother.
I can
Please.
see.
I'm not the only person that read that that way.
Hold on, Leah, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Okay.
I can see why. Stop. I can see how you interpreted it that way. I can see that the wording is a little nuanced. I
Right,
can
and
see
now
it.
we
it's not.
dancing because
It is a
we're a
little nuanced.
podcast. We have 1 sentence, 2 sentences
But
to work
when she
with.
said the premise was promised to pay
Yes.
5 times, so let's just
Yes.
go with what Kadeem was saying. And
What the post is saying.
right? Let's just get back to that.
Don't take us around.
it says
You-
promising to pay, not
Promise.
promised.
Okay.
Promising to
But let's
pay
just
5 times.
for the
period.
sake of the content, let's just continue with that.
But these are 2 separate
that
conversations.
meaning.
Then
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
That's a
'Cause now
world
it's
of
just a-
difference.
now it's just
you
a-
want me to pay you back?
Jesus,
period.
man.
All right. You want me to pay you back 5 times, nigga? You tripping?
No, he doesn't want him to
Alright.
pay it
He
back.
doesn't.
No, I don't think so.
Who would sign up for
I
that
think he's
interest
just
loan?
pressed for the money, and she's making him promise 5 times.
Yes.
I think that's
Alright,
what it is.
Bro, don't let her take us down this rabbit
No,
hole.
that's
Don't
fine.
stress
Alright.
anymore. You're wasting our time today.
I don't think he's wrong, yo. But I'm
Most
playing,
of the comments are saying leave that nigga anyway.
Of
no,
course,
because
women would say that.
because we're in social media is woman's land.
Facts.
Most real men aren't going to be in there being chatty patty in the comments. They might say
No.
one thing and leave it, but y'all gonna be the ones going back and forth. That's y'all's world.
All our clips that do the best are either some echo chamber, she wanted to hear that, or saying
Yeah,
something.
because
that
y'all
triggers
are
them.
consumers, bro. Y'all
Yes.
consume social
The main
media more than
consumers.
anybody. And
Yes.
y'all actually replicate
Right.
it more than anybody.
Leave
I
him,
consume,
leave
so let me
him.
consume these
Because he's playing-
motherfucking
that's what I
groceries,
said.
please.
Y'all are not prepared to play the money game that y'all have played with us. Y'all are not
True.
prepared for that.
Right.
Cause y'all's feelings aren't even ready for that. Cause once we start
Nope.
looking past y'all looks and start looking at y'all work ethic, y'all gonna be real mad.
Don't do that.
Sad.
Right.
Don't do that.
It's gonna be real. A lot of women that are gonna be upset, and I hope a lot of men can get on that page and stop looking. I know it's hard, but start looking at how she work. And what's her
Facts.
intentions with her work?
Yes.
Is she giving more money out to the society in this world? Is she a consumer by this primary mindset? Is when she gets money, is her first thought
To go buy
spend it
something?
and go buy something, or actually put it into the family, or actually invest it the right way? What's her mindset with that?
That's 3 different types of women.
What did you
just
tell
named
us?
right there.
No, what did you say right before the pod? Somebody going to Vegas?
Oh, if I say it, they're gonna know who I'm talking
They
about.
probably don't watch the pod because they're a hater. But anyway,
No, she loved me, but still,
she probably doesn't watch the pod.
either way.
Either way, that's the
I'ma
type of
just
stuff
say
women get
this,
to
like,
do.
I'ma
I
just-
have bills to pay, but my birthday's coming up, so I'm gonna go on this trip anyway. But I'll take care of that when I get back. I'll find a guy that'll give me that money.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna leave it right there, because I like this person as a human being. She's a nice girl.
We're not talking about that person
Of
specifically.
course. So we're going to make it unspecific. I don't understand why anyone that works in entertainment, as I do,
You don't.
or in nightlife, as I do, why would you not work on your birthday, let alone the week? You're going to make more money.
But that's her choice, though.
That's
And it's
crazy
her
to
birthday.
me.
It can't be crazy. It's her
That's
birthday.
bonkers to me.
Life isn't just about working and money, y'all.
I know, but
What
I
are we
make more
working
money
for,
when it's my
y'all?
birthday and I'm at work.
I think that goes back to this topic. What are we working for?
Especially when you're going through something. Like,
work,
what?
but
What?
you gotta work to live and actually live and enjoy your life.
You know what? I will say that's important as well, because I feel like sometimes I'm not doing the living I should be doing. I'm live.
No,
not
because
doing the living.
It goes back to that first clip. Y'all wanted that.
You wanted that.
Instead of coming to us and working with us and being like, yo, we don't like this, that, and the third about what y'all are doing, and maybe let's work through it. Y'all said let's go out into the world.
Okay.
Y'all chose the world, and now y'all
can't
dealing
say
with the
that we
world.
Okay, I'm always say this. I'm gonna stand on this hill till I die. You
Okay.
can't say, even back then in the 50s, that women weren't saying we don't like this, we don't like that. That's part of why we got so pissed off that we started some sort of a revolution. We did say, y'all wasn't having it. We did say, hey, stop smacking me around even though you pay all the bills.
smacking me
We did
around.
say, stop having 6 families
can't
that I
do
don't
that.
meet until your funeral. We did say.
That's programming.
Okay,
All
but
of
we
this-
did
everything
say.
she's saying is programming.
No, Lydia.
No,
Lydia,
they make
Lydia.
it sound like every family, like, yo, grandpa was beating
No,
the dog.
of course not. But I'm saying there
Y'all
was a
always take the-
reason why
y'all take the 10%
women as a
and make it the
collective,
loudest part.
And you might be right, but what
No,
I'm
I
saying,
am right.
but you hear what I'm saying. That's all I want you to
That
do.
won't even y'all
I'm one of
fight.
those women that I don't want you to agree with me. I just want you to provide that you understand what I'm saying.
I'm gonna go.
Just tell me you hear what I'm saying.
No, Lydia, I got you.
We
I got you.
did
I got
say
you.
these
I got you, Lydia. I got you, Lydia. I understand what you were saying.
Thank
Y'all
you.
took the message. Y'all took the message that
happy.
y'all took the message
stupid.
that those very people that Kanye are talking about projected out to y'all, and y'all ran that motherfucker home. Y'all ran it home. Y'all don't understand that was programming on y'all. Take
And it worked big time.
I'm gonna say this for my family. My dad ain't never beat my mama.
Fact.
My grandpa ain't never beat my grandma. Never. Didn't have another family across the joint. He had 11 kids with her. Period. So my family got to be an anomaly, right?
No.
I mean, I can't say those two statements you just said. Now, granted, my
No,
parents, my mom and my grandma
What's
are
the
not
movie?
still
The
with
Color
those
Purple.
dudes,
The
but
Color Purple. That movie, Color Purple, did as much damage as Scarface did.
Bro, it's all
It- it's-
about
it's-
the same way we
But
talk about
that's-
black fathers and how y'all come in
Sure.
here and talk about these dudes don't take care of their kids. All that crap is being perpetuated nonstop. They'd rather tell you about the 30% or the 20% that don't than the 70% that do. And the fact that black dudes is around their family more than any other race. But instead of hearing that over and over and over again, we'll hear these N-words ain't taking care of their kids. These ninjas don't be showing up. These dudes don't be doing this. And y'all do that over and over and
And
over
that's
again.
mostly
I
from
was
black
tired of
women,
getting...
though.
Yeah, but so feminism
Dealing
wasn't for
with
y'all.
black
And that's
men.
not... But the statistics I just said are black men doing it
Okay,
more than
I'm-
any other race.
okay.
Y'all like to select the dude that won't take care of his kids, but don't want
I
to
was
take
gonna go there.
the responsibility for that. You wanted to be a hot girl and do hot girl stuff and don't want to deal with the hot girl consequences. That's what happens. You should be more selective with those things. I was selective. Chris is selective. I'm not just out here shooting up every club. That's not smart. And I definitely wouldn't let a dude that don't have his own car do it. Pause. That's not, I'm saying in a woman's joint, but you gotta be smarter than that.
Of course.
But I thought about the end in mind. Like, if I get this girl pregnant, do I want to be attached to her forever?
Right.
That's what you gotta think
I
about.
think, and also this is, you know what? I think I wasn't alive in the 1950s, but I will say,
For real?
Wow.
I gotta make that disclaimer because I'm not gonna sit.
Disclaimer.
No,
You
but
do?
I'm not gonna sit here and
You're
say.
70?
I mean, I could.
Black don't crack.
But
funny.
even with that, I think that a lot of the things we're going through now aren't as different as they probably were in the 1950s. I think a lot of women, y'all look over the dude that might have been good for that 30-year investment to have that family, but y'all look over him for superficial reasons.
Chris
And I
is
think-
a Potter for real.
And I think that's
what
maybe
takes me to the next
what
clip.
I'm gonna just say this is a guess of probably what was happening in the 1960s. Y'all will look over a consistently good lifestyle for luxury. And y'all want 6 feet, abs, 6-figure, taking me out of the country. I think that could have lended to what was happening. You combine it with the programming of he's beating on me, he has a family across the way.
It doesn't speak at all
When
for
you-
the middle
when you
ground of
combine
good
them,
dudes.
When you combine them, and then you're throwing the lavish lifestyle that TV propagates to women all the time, and with y'all being the number one
social
consumer,
media
I
shit.
think those ingredients, all three of those ingredients, can combine to give us what we have today.
It's a nasty monster.
I hate this whole luxury lifestyle thing.
It's the
just
norm
lifestyle,
now,
bro.
It's the norm now, and I think social media is.
No, it is. It's just lifestyle.
What are you saying?
Some people are not just genuinely not into that stuff. Some people genuinely aren't into travel. Some people could have $100 million and really just want to drive the new Accord.
Of
They
course,
look great.
Of course,
It's not a. It's look.
but it costs money.
I get
You're
that.
talking about
Everything
what the
costs money.
majority of
And
women
they're
want,
seeing,
though, or
and
what
they're
they
seeing
say
their
they
favorite, and they're seeing their favorite celebrity do it more than the average person. So they think, oh, and then they don't even think that Rihanna was busting her ass working for this.
want. Right.
A lot of y'all ain't even good at being independent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're not.
Sometimes you end up looking up to a person that really doesn't even have any fucking money anyway.
But that's
I don't know why people look up to celebrities.
Right, that's what
if
I'm
that's
saying.
the case, yo. Because a lot of these women that talk smack about men, what are y'all doing? How much debt are y'all in? How much student loan debt are y'all in? How much credit card debt are y'all in? How much money are y'all wasting on nonsense? Nails, hair, all this bullshit y'all don't really need. Are y'all traveling every week, every month? Are you? A lot of y'all aren't.
And they'll save them pictures up to make.
So you're not even good at it.
Yeah.
So now y'all want a man, y'all need a man because you're not even good at it. You're not good at it.
As a woman, I'll say that nails and hair are important.
But y'all not even good at the money thing. Y'all good at making money. Y'all not good at making money work.
I don't even know if they're good at making money. Some of them are.
A lot of them make a lot of money just showing feet. Y'all get the easy layups, and y'all
do get
still
a
not
lot
good
of
at
layups.
managing it.
Yeah.
You're very right, Chris.
They don't know how to make.
Chris,
nothing
I don't know if
really
I've ever agreed with you more on one solid episode.
That's fine. I'll take it. I don't
We're
care.
right here today. I appreciate that.
I don't care if she agrees with me ever.
I agree with you, and you gave me a positive note earlier today, and I loved
You
it.
did.
I gave you a note.
It was positive.
Y'all just need
was
to hug,
neutral.
man.
It felt good. Just
Y'all
let
just
me
need to
feel
hug,
good.
man. Y'all need to hug.
I don't
Just
care
let
about
me
all that
have
feeling
it.
stuff. I have another clip. Chris kind of led us into
Yeah.
it. Let's hear it. That didn't take me where I was supposed to go. It did it again. Oh, who did that?
What?
I copied and pasted the same note in here twice. But I will find it. Hold on. Y'all talk amongst yourselves while I find this.
Oh,
All right, let's get back to this neck topic. Do men
Chris Featherston.
do men give neck?
No.
Stop it.
Do men give head?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
What Chris is alluding to is earlier we were talking about Young and May, and she's like, I just want their neck, nothing more. And I was like, do she get neck?
Yeah, she not entering the neck.
Yeah, at all.
That was
And I mean, if she
great.
is, then
Like,
does she get pleasure from
Got a
that,
big,
right?
big clit.
Shut
Whoa.
tired of Chris.
Big clit. Do y'all feel awkward when y'all go down a girl? She got a big clit.
No,
That
that
shit
make
like a
it
thumb?
make it easier to do what I'm trying. What I'm down
What
here
you
to do.
mean?
Like a thumb.
Like a thumb.
Like a
Have
thumb?
you watched porn before?
That's a small dick.
That's what I was trying to say.
Chris always is trying to say that. Like
When
it's gonna
Kadeem was
bother
talking
us.
about it got firm.
It do, and he's like, "You mean hard?" Such a weirdo. Like, why you had to call it that, bro?
That's what it got. It got hard.
You know what I meant, though.
The clit get hard.
This is the worst interlude.
When the blood starts rushing to that. Moment.
Yeah.
Terrible intermission.
I'm so mad because I had the clip, and then
I was
now
about to say, you
Which
can go to
one
bed
is it?
from me.
somebody,
Which one was it, bro?
the
dad one?
superior to the good guy. One.
Oh, no, I don't know what that one is.
Superior to the good guy.
Yeah,
I feel like I said a similar thing.
The lesser man.
that's basically the same thing.
Y'all really hate the word lesser, but I really hope
The
you
We don't
understand.
care about the word.
man.
I
We don't
really hope you
care.
understood what I was trying to say, though,
We
because I feel
don't.
like if you did, you wouldn't.
We understood.
Right, you don't.
Well, we understood.
He
You said
he
what you
didn't.
said.
No, I'm
You said
saying
what
you
you
said. I
said.
said whatever you call the guy, it doesn't matter.
If your husband at y'all's wedding day says, I got the lesser woman,
You would never say that to
Yeah,
the
but you-
person.
why wouldn't you?
You might as
But what
well.
Why
I'm
wouldn't you?
saying is
If you
life
think
is
it-
about choices, okay? If I have a top 5
Lydia, answer my
important
question,
things, I'm about to summarize.
Okay, I found it.
Oh, never mind. I'm not going to say
I overlooked it twice. My fault.
We're going to let that one rest then.
Nah. We
Because I was
gonna
about
get
to
back
get
to
into
that.
it.
We gonna
All
get
right.
back to that.
Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
We have to
Lesser
go
is
back
less.
to Lesser Man in a second.
Go ahead.
Can't hear nothing.
And that didn't work out.
Hold on, let me start.
After all the bad boys that I dated, I thought, you know what? Let me just date the good guy. And that didn't work out because I felt like superior to him.
There was no sexual polarity.
It just didn't work out because I felt like I was the boss. I felt
Did you find yourself snapping on him and getting a little bit more disrespectful than you normally would?
Very.
That's typically what happens.
Yeah. And I did things to him that I wouldn't do to Katie. And it's unfortunate because he's a good guy. He didn't do anything to me. The problem is that he didn't put me in my place when he should have, whenever that was supposed to happen. At some point in our relationship, he didn't put me in my place as the woman, as his woman, and he didn't show me that he can lead. So I felt like I was leading the entire household when it's really supposed to be him.
Is that not toxic femininity or not, Chris? I know you said
I'm not
that's just
doing this.
toxic
We're gonna
behavior.
talk. We're gonna talk to this this clip. I'm not talking to that. We fleshed that out.
That was toxic femininity.
I think
it's in a clip form.
For one, I agree. As a man, you should be able to have to put your woman in place. But I am also looking for a woman that knows how to put herself in place. Period. Stop looking for a man to put you in place. You know what you're doing is wrong.
But if I'm a
not trying to
feminist,
babysit
ain't
you.
my place where your spot is?
Women are ruled
No, I'm not.
emotionally. She
No,
might have just flew off that.
fuck all that. I know we not. Fuck all that. I'm not here to
Yeah.
babysit you. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to help you. But I'm not here to babysit you. If
These
you
are
know what you're
facts.
doing is wrong, check yourself.
Yeah.
But I do agree. If you need to check your woman, check her. I agree. But it's like, yo, why are you even cognizant of this and you're talking about it? You realize how dumb that sounds?
No, it's because they all know at
you mean?
some point that they had a good guy and he was a good guy and they ran him off because they wanted to be with the lit dude or the.
Maybe not ran her off. She could have just left that nigga
Bro,
because she
it's-
didn't have the respect.
You see how I didn't say the N word and I used
that
another
guy,
word?
Sorry.
It's not hard to do. You went to college.
I did.
You
so?
said the N word in school?
Yes.
Like
All right, y'all
during-
continue, Dean.
My fault. I'm gonna get Hood to write a race first 10 minutes so we can be more mindful of it.
Sure.
But no, when I seen this clip, I was just like, that's what Chris said. It's just toxic behavior.
What I heard was a lack of, and the women aren't going to like this word, but
Accountability.
no, a healthy degree of fear. And not fear like, oh, he's going to hit me. Not that fear. Like, stay with me. Like, fear of disappointing him, fear of talking to him in a way that he does not deserve because he will not stay with me. Like, if you're talking to a person, a man, that you already know doesn't deserve to be spoken to like that, you also have to know that he might leave you. Now, if you don't have that fear that he will leave you, women have a tendency to do what they want.
Oh, you saying that fear that he'll just walk away if you don't act right?
Right.
Okay.
That's
I
what I'm
feel like
saying, a
woman-
healthy fear that he will leave me.
I subscribe to that.
Yeah, or a healthy fear of just
It's
making
almost in
him
line-
feel negative
it's
emotions.
almost
Like,
in
you
line
shouldn't
with
want
the,
your partner to feel
with
negatively.
the competition and anxiety Kadeem was talking about. But
Similar.
I also think
They was coming at me
this
for
is
that.
such.
I'm gonna get
I
at y'all
think
in the
y'all
comments in a
move the
second
goal.
about
Y'all are professional goalpost movers. Like, y'all love to escape accountability. If a dude was good, you're gonna say, like she said, oh, he didn't put me in my place enough. If a dude starts to put you in your place, he's possessive. He's bossy. He's a narcissist. He's all that. So it's a fine line we have to walk with, y'all.
I think that
And it's
only
almost-
applies when you as a woman you are
Like
not
what
able
you're
to
being
recognize the person you're supposed to
Right.
respect.
You don't have a vision, right?
Right.
No,
you don't recognize that
But it's
you're in the
man's
presence of someone
job-
that deserves your
It's
respect.
the man's job to have the vision. Y'all vision is about what y'all gonna do today, how y'all gonna feel good today, and that is necessary.
Right.
It is necessary to bring into a man's life because men, sometimes we fall into that. We're not thinking about today.
Right.
We get a little sucked into our big picture and whatever, and we like, yo, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and we kind of forget to be happy sometimes. I'll just speak for myself. I'll overthink because I'm thinking 2 years from now, but I need Crystal to come into my life and be like, hey, we should do this today. And I'll be like, oh man, let me just enjoy today. So that's needed.
Can we get some applause for that?
We don't.
No, it's standard behavior.
That's
right.
that's
I like it.
needed, but I think even with the good guy thing, I think y'all don't really understand how tactful men have to be. Y'all just want a man who loosely shows his aggression all the time. That's not a tough man, yo. A tough man is tough when it's time to be tough. Period. If I don't think about it like this. If I have my life together, right, why do I need to check her? If my life is in order, my life is in order so you can just be you. I might think that some of the things you're doing are in line with my future or your future, then it might not be conducive to it. But if I'm taking care of the shit, right, you can go run on board all you want. Do what you want. I'm going to come in when it's drastic. And I think a lot of y'all don't understand that a man shows his strength when it's needed. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of the times y'all look at men who are putting on this little tough exterior and they faking.
All that comes from TV, bro.
They faking.
TV.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all like, oh, that's a man
music.
right there. No, it's not. It's not.
TV, the music, all these images that you see online is about dudes being super machismo 24/7.
Right.
And really, that's corny.
Yeah.
It's a protection mechanism. It's let me put on this shell or this cover so I don't have to deal with any smoke. You know what I'm saying? So it's a deterrent. It's really saying I'm scared of a situation, so let me try to block it off now. Let me show y'all I got this, I got that, I got the grill, I got all this, da-da-da-da-da, so I don't have to deal with nothing. Mm-hmm. And I don't care what nobody say. We've seen all these situations where black men get killed. What are a lot of these black men doing when shit pop off? Running.
I'm about to say nothing.
They're running.
Running, yeah.
Period. It's about one or two dudes shooting, not even hitting their target, and the most of them are running. Y'all don't know what a real man looks like.
Did I tell y'all the story about how Caitlyn sent me upstairs to go murder somebody and I was high as hell?
Sent you upstairs, you was...
What?
All right, story time real quick. Because what Chris is saying, like, I don't think women understand, like, we were, on an Eddie, we were chilling in the crib. Mm-hmm. And this, she's so funny when she's high, it's hilarious. Yeah. But she's like, somebody's upstairs. I'm like, what? I'm like, nobody's upstairs. She's like, and then a light flickered or something.
Shoot snipers?
You saw a light flicker?
She said she saw a light flicker.
It was Sienna?
No, Sienna was downstairs. So she grabbed Sienna. They run in the room. She's like, no, for real, go up there. But I'm like, yo, I must have ate way too much because I was like, my heart was racing.
You felt like you was in Call of Duty?
Bro, I felt like, yo, if somebody's up here, I'm really about to blast somebody. She doesn't realize the severity of that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I'm upstairs, laser down the hall,
Not with
boom,
the,
boom, boom,
not
opening
high
up,
with the...
bro. Heart
safe.
racing because she was so convincing, bro. She was like, no, there's a light on upstairs. Somebody's up there. I'm turning on the lights, looking in the closet. Heart racing, bro. Because I'm like,
Life's about to change.
I'm really going to have to kill somebody if they're in my house right now.
You keeping the pistol
Like
close?
the time is now.
Close to the body?
Yeah, bro.
Or was you out here with it?
No. You got to clear the corner. I was clearing corners and all that, bro. It was real. And I came downstairs like, ain't nobody upstairs.
I would pay money to see this footage.
No, it probably was hilarious to see, but I'm telling y'all, because women don't, like you said, I got to be tough when it's time to be tough.
Right.
I got to be ready to murk somebody if it's time to murk somebody. That was like, if it was somebody in the house, I'm like,
And you did your job. You did exactly what you're supposed
That's
to do.
how I'm a real dude.
You responded how you're supposed to respond.
But I'm saying, I don't think women understand, like, they be like, he just did blah, blah, blah. Then I got to go over there and handle that. Mm-hmm. She sent me upstairs to murk somebody.
Right.
Then that's power, though.
Murder.
That's power, though. I think that women sleep on that power, too. Like, y'all can easily make us move when we need to.
Yeah.
If y'all are in the right setting.
Bruh, heart was like,
yeah, as it should be.
I was like, God damn.
As it should be.
Please don't nobody be in this closet, bro.
No, that heart pumping is just amplifying your senses. For
Yo,
what you
I know,
need to
because
do.
I was like, I don't hear nothing. I went in the unfinished bit.
Walls and carpets and all that.
I'd have stained it.
Yo, you would have shot the shit out of goddamn Sienna's teddy bear or some
Yo,
shit.
man.
Blast.
I'm all in the closets. I looked under the bed. I looked everywhere, man. I was like, yo, ain't nobody up there. It's like, these false alarms, god dang it. No, bro.
I don't know, man. This topic is very nuanced just because you should know when to put your woman in check. And it should be for situations like that. So you can avoid.
When is the times, like, when do you put your woman in check?
I think it's more a proactive thing, and I think that's why it's so problematic because y'all have intuition. Y'all don't really have a lot of foresight, so y'all don't understand why a man is saying, don't wear those shorts out. Y'all are like, I want to wear these shorts. It looks good. And they do look good. It might look good. It might be enticing to me. But I'm not thinking it looks good. I'm thinking about what's going to happen from those shorts.
Comes from the shorts.
And I think it's just the lack of understanding of how we see things. We see things different. Y'all might be like, oh, it'll be fun to do this today. It might be fun to do this today. And we like, man, I ain't worried about that. And that could be a problem too. You too worried about the future. Enjoy the day.
See, when I think about
wait. Because I'm going to tell you as a woman, it feels different. I know you don't like it, but the way you say it matters. So if you say, I think some different shorts would be better. Or try them jeans I saw, or what about that maxi skirt or whatever that we bought the other day?
That might be good guy shit.
Right. Okay, fair.
You know
But what I'm saying is, versus you're not wearing that out with me.
But if the right guy, and I think
like
the
that.
tricky thing too is if the right guy says it,
Facts.
y'all gonna hear it differently.
Yeah.
If the guy that you settled for, if you settled for, says that, you can be like, who you talking to?
Yeah.
The
Who you
right
talking
guy
to?
speaks softly to me. So if you're a woman and the right guy
Because
don't
you're
speak
a woman-
softly to you,
because
then
you're a woman
that's
who has
your business.
You're a woman who has some semblance of peace. I think a lot of women haven't submitted to themselves, and I feel like that's a topic we should talk about. Y'all ain't even submitted to who y'all are. And what y'all's morals are. Y'all just follow y'all friends and y'all worried about and being accepted by people. You're not really, you might even think like, oh, this ain't right. Doing this isn't, fucking all these dudes isn't. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might think like that, but y'all might be like, oh, that ain't gonna give me no friends. That ain't gonna give me constant penis from dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all haven't even submitted to yourselves to a degree. But I think when you have a woman who understands, yeah, she gonna hear it different. But with women like in this video, she can be like, man, who you talking to?
Well, that goes with everything. Because I was watching a video the other day, a reaction video, and the dude was like, he asked the woman, like, okay, if a guy that you're attracted to does one thing and a guy that you're not attracted to does the same thing, how are you going to interact? And we already know that the guy that she's attracted to, that energy is...
Get a different response.
Yes. So it's not about the action. The guy that you're attracted to could do nothing, which we know because he's still going to get the ass. And the guy that you're not attracted to, he's going to have to work 10x and he probably still going to get the ass.
And you know what?
Sure.
But to go
Are we
back
talking
on
in
the,
terms of just like what, like disrespect? Like
No, period.
Which one I'm gonna fly off the handle?
Period. If a guy that you're attracted to comes up to you in the club and say, hey, you in that dress, bring that ass over here, you might just because of how he looks. But if a guy that you're not attracted to hits you with the same thing, nothing. If they both come up to you, sweet nothings, and it was nice, you're not rolling with the dude if you're not attracted to him. It's okay.
And I think even y'all, y'all response will be different. You'll walk over to the guy, even if he says something that's borderline disrespectful, you might walk over to him and be like, yo, don't talk to me like that.
No, they're like, oh my God, you so funny.
I was gonna say they'll
We
interpret it
already know.
as banter. Like
We
I'm gonna say
know.
something, spicy back to you, and then we're gonna make a game of it.
But,
Like,
Yeah.
but you know
if
what?
I find you attractive.
But
If I don't, I'd be like, don't do me.
you know
But
what's funny?
they
on
did the same thing.
You know what's
Exactly.
funny on
I'm
a
just
deeper level
telling you
though?
you're right.
I know.
Like, it's natural, and that's fine for y'all to be attracted to those dudes. The only thing that we I think a lot of the times we say the same word all the time. Just take accountability for the dudes you like, and a lot of what y'all like comes from y'all's programming. We're all programmed, so it takes a real woman to have accountability, and that accountability opens up the door to be like, why do I like men like this?
Yeah.
And then you get to a deeper level where you can maybe dissect that and maybe find some semblance of peace and actually change some things. You know what I'm saying? To understand what you really need versus what you like. You know what I'm saying? And maybe what you like isn't that good for you. I like Krispy Kreme donuts. Them shits is amazing.
Okay.
But do I need to eat them all the time? No.
Okay.
Lydia's
Fair.
like, we're different because I would just go get Krispy Kremes.
No,
Discipline.
but to go
No,
back on your
yes.
point, because initially you had asked like, when is the appropriate time to check your woman?
Well, no, I wasn't saying when is. So for me, like, I don't really think I have to check Caitlyn much. I think the only time I really checked her, and it wasn't like, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you hear check, you almost hear like, it's like added aggression to it. Nah,
I
sometimes
think
you
it's
guys.
just asserting yourself as I'm the
Correct. Say
dominant
correct.
force here.
Say correct. Say correct.
Correct, check, whatever. But I
Correct.
think what it means
Well,
is
the
you're
only
just
time I've
asserting yourself
actually
as the
had to
dominant
do
force.
it was like, I had to let her know, like, all right, what you do at work, how you talk to them, that's one thing, but how you gonna talk to me, how you gonna show up with me, that's a different thing.
That's what I was about to get at, though, because
what
I
I'm
think that I was gonna ask you if the time where you felt you had to do that, she had like an elevated tone, like you felt like she was almost yelling at you or
No.
speaking to you crazy.
I don't remember. It was an energy. It's never about, I think y'all get into what was said and how it was said. And me, it's all energy. You could say something mad low and your energy is to be disrespectful. I go off of that. I don't care about the extra stuff.
Yo,
it's about,
I thought what y'all would say was if she's yelling at me.
no, because you could be yelling and be happy. I don't care about none of that. It's all about
Yelling
intent.
when mad.
I'm gonna say
It's about intent.
Okay.
If you intend to disrespect me, no matter if you're saying it soft, if you're saying it hard, it don't matter. You're trying to disrespect me. All the extra stuff is for y'all. I don't care about that.
So Dean, he said he sees past all that fluff, like
As-
volume.
So you don't care what Caitlyn said as long as it's not disrespectful, even if she said it loud.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
The loud is just
but,
extra.
But you know what's crazy? We talk to each other different. Like a whole bunch of guys will be in a room and we'll be yelling at each other.
Yeah, it don't mean
You
nothing.
know what I'm saying? And it might get aggressive, but it's about what's being said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So do you feel the same?
We'll
like
pick
if
that
Caitlyn
out.
Not Caitlyn.
Like if me and Kadeem are yelling at each other, I'm not necessarily thinking, yo, he's yelling at me.
Yeah.
I'm looking at his body language and I'm focusing on what he's saying.
But I'm saying if Crystal yells at you, do you be like, whoa, don't yell at me?
I'm gonna think this is a drastic situation. I'm gonna think she's taking this situation to a drastic place because this is something
that
serious.
gives you an
to her.
idea of how serious she
It's not
feels
necessarily. I'm not necessarily taking it as disrespect. I'm being like, oh shit, this is serious now because she's.
And
She's
because
up there.
most of the times when I gotta like peep what she's doing, she's not saying anything. It's body language. It's her energy. It's how she might have just rolled her eyes. I'd be like, yo, who you rolling your eyes at? It don't gotta be nothing verbal.
Yeah.
85% of communication is nonverbal. That's
Right.
people. Period.
Right.
That's not a Kadeem and Caitlyn exclusive. That's everybody. So if somebody's talking to you, yeah, like Chris just said, a group full of dudes, and me and Welly yelling at each other nonstop. It's always love. It don't matter what we talking about.
Yeah.
Shit, it could get to the point where we be like, nigga, fuck you. No, fuck you. That's still my guy.
Yeah.
It ain't about, you know what I'm saying? I think sometimes, like Chris, I get all the fluff. It's so much fluff on everything we do, even down to work emails. You just listen to somebody, you be on a work call and they be talking, you be like, what are you talking about, Sam? You're just trying to sound busy now.
Right.
What are you actually doing?
You could
I
have
don't
said
care
that
about all
in
of
2.5
that. You could have said that in
sentences.
a, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I just, same thing when we talk about music, all this different stuff, I just try to cut through all the extraness that they try to give me. Sometimes the extraness is good. That's what the entertainment is for. But what is the real root of whatever we're getting at? So sometimes the root, even if she's not yelling, there might be a real issue there that you got to pull up on. It don't got to be just because it's tied to yelling or a certain tone.
And that's what leaders are supposed to do. Leaders are supposed to look underneath the hood to a degree.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the times we want that from y'all because we'll do certain things and we'll want y'all to just understand the end of what we're saying. Like when I'm saying like I don't want you wearing that, and I'm just using that as an example. Because personally, I feel like if you have to check your woman all the time, you might have picked the wrong woman.
Yeah, she don't respect you.
Right. And you have to constantly say the same things over again. But anyways, I think a lot of times we want that from y'all. We want that understanding from y'all. And we can't get it. We get more so, oh, he's possessive or da-da-da, he's being too nice.
Yep.
Or it's always an extreme rather than, yo, let me understand this man. And I think with the good guy thing, it's crazy. Like, yo, how was your life? What's the end result with this good guy? How are you feeling? You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all look for volatility. A volatile relationship is not a healthy
They
relationship.
think that's passion, bro. They mix
Right.
that volatility up
Right.
with passion, and the good guy is boring because he's predictable.
'Cause he's consistent.
Yep, consistency for. It sounds weird because women say they want consistency, but the things that you could look into a guy's life and tell if he's consistent or not from the jump, they ignore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? How is he with his job? How is he with the gym? These are all things that are indicators that like, oh no, this dude takes stuff really serious. Is he on time? That's why y'all think, I mean, I was a little late today, which is funny, but.
Go in. Go.
No, what I'm saying is the things that people are doing that shows consistency, I think women a lot of times overlook it because it's not
exciting.
Nothing is exciting about doing the same stuff over and over and over and over and over to make it work.
But you know what's crazy? That's how you keep security. There's no security without consistency.
Nope.
But y'all want volatility, all this unpredictable stuff, that ain't safe. Do y'all want security or what? Do y'all want security or do y'all want excitement?
And they
I'm
don't show
all for
consistency
women
on the
wanting,
movies.
we're never on this podcast, everybody in this room, I'm never gonna down what you want. It's all about these responses. Like I'm doing this and I'm getting that. That's why we sit here and we tell y'all, yo, that's why you're getting that. That's why you're getting that result. And y'all like, no, that ain't. All right. Go ahead and do what you want to do.
Keep doing it. You're the crazy one, not me.
It's sometimes it both can't be true. You can't say you want security and want excitement. It's a dance, but
and you keep dating scammers.
But it's a
You know what I'm
dance,
saying?
and it's
You can't.
more of a slower build.
Yeah.
I can give Crystal consistency, and we can have good fun, but on the foundation is going to be consistency. We're going to build on consistency. I'm not building on fun. We can't build on fun. You know what I'm saying? So that's not going to be the prime mover here.
But Chris, fun looks good on the gram.
Man.
Make a little time for fun. But because
No, fun is the goal. Fun is the goal.
necessary, yeah.
No,
Fun is
man.
the goal.
Fun is
like
a
that's why I said, what are we
byproduct.
working for? I'm working so we can have a more comfortable lifestyle.
Fun is a byproduct. Like he said, he's working to create a foundation to have a more. It's like, well, okay, yeah, it's cool if we go on a run and we do all these things in a couple of months. But what is it like if him and Chris were together? They together for 40 years and they did all the stuff over a lifetime.
Yeah,
What y'all looking at? What are you really trying to do? Or you just want to do it for a couple of months?
That's a
and Post
word.
it on the gram.
that's a word.
I'm just saying.
That's that foresight though.
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
that's that gap right there. No, that's a word.
They don't think about that though.
But there's a and I'm gonna play devil's advocate because he did just drop a gem, but I think it also is tomorrow ain't promised. I think a lot of times a lot of people think like that. They're like, oh, tomorrow's not promised.
I feel like more women.
I wanna have fun. I wanna have fun this week.
On things.
I want to have fun this week. Cause
I feel you on that, but now, especially like once you have kids, I don't think about just my tomorrow.
right. Yep.
But even still, tomorrow's not promised. So wouldn't you love to take Sienna on to the park today?
I'd like to be able
what
to
I'm saying?
secure
I think
Sienna's
that's
future past the park.
Yes.
And the park is
but
free.
Also,
Yeah.
you want to take pictures with her in the snow, and you want to take pictures when she's dressed up for Halloween.
It's a balance.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
I'm relating what he's saying to what you said.
Yeah.
So yeah,
No,
tomorrow's
we-
not promised. So make
We
time
do all
for the
those things,
special
but the stuff you're talking about, like Chris said, is free. That's not the stuff these parents are talking about.
taking her to Busch Gardens ain't free, or taking her to wherever y'all want to go, or most things cost money. The majority of things.
I
cost
get that, but I'm saying at the end of the day, it's about creating longevity.
Yeah.
It's not about having it for this moment. I'm not doing no flash in the pan type stuff. So
But you know what's crazy? We're made as a unit to have that balance be a given. That balance should be a given with a healthy woman and a healthy man. Like if I have my woman's job is to keep me present. That's her job, is to inspire me, keep me present where I can be inspired in that space. And my job is to be looking at the bigger picture. Her job is to be right there watching my steps. If it's a healthy thing, us two together, it's balanced like naturally. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be my job to worry about fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm not saying a man shouldn't be worried about fun, but my first thought shouldn't be, yo, how are we gonna have fun today? My first thought should be, how are we gonna get to this level? And maybe your job can be, how am I gonna keep him laughing, smiling, and enjoying the process? You know what I'm saying? And actually feel like fulfilled to a degree. I don't know. It's just
that's even the
I
same
feel like that
conundrum
goes
I'm
into,
having
like,
with the
making
whole.
a house to home. Like your job is to think about how to get the house and how to, the finances behind all of that and what you got to do to get there and who you got to talk to and who you got to call and what steps you have to put in place to get whatever house. She's gonna buy the decorator.
right.
You know what I'm saying? She's gonna find the Christmas tree with the snow on it or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's her job to think about those things.
Right.
Not entirely.
And you know what's crazy? You know
give
what's
and
beautiful,
take.
but you know
whatever.
what's beautiful about that shit? When we are present, we actually come up with the most inspired ideas, and we can actually put something into our process and our path. You know what I'm saying? When we're actually sitting with the family, having a good time, and we're actually present there, a lot of the best ideas come in that moment. So I feel like
And you're probably sitting at the table with a wonderful tablecloth, and the table's all set nice because she went to Target.
But that's the natural order, though. We look at women and we think, how can I get a woman? And we go out and we go into the world and we build up our value. It's all built that way for a reason.
They
It's
don't
supposed
get
to be
that,
like that,
bro.
It's supposed to be like that.
They don't get that. We
We
have
should get that.
No,
if you
but
want a soft
women
life where you
don't
get to buy
that.
decorator
Y'all
clothes,
soft-
Men have to go out and create their value. You guys are born with y'all's.
Yep.
But you don't want to realize that you were born with it, because then it limits it down to, okay, my ability to have children and this thing between my legs is where most of my value to men comes from. Then that feels
yeah,
like,
that doesn't sound good.
it's the truth.
insane.
Why does
Listen. I'm
But
just.
anyway, don't let Lydia
But Lydia-
derail my
No,
point.
I was agreeing with you.
I'm not finished though. You don't have to agree with the fact. It's the truth. So like Chris said, we have to go out and get it. I have to create my value to make it so that women want to see me as valuable. They want to have a family with me. They want to do X, Y, and Z. But you guys take your time, the thing that we say is valuable that y'all have, and waste it for mad long, boom, 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 all the way till you're 30. Then you're 30 and you're like, I kind of want a family now.
Well, you know,
That's counterproductive.
you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? We'll say pussy power, the pussy is powerful, but I hate to be corny here. The Spider-Man quote: "With great power comes great responsibility." It's fact though, because when y'all are born with inherent value, that means you have to protect yourself. But y'all want to be free. That's not protection. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks because y'all struggle with self-esteem issues and image issues and all that stuff. If we went back to that simplicity, y'all would be born and inherit that much confidence just off of that value alone. Y'all are born valuable already. And I'm not saying the world treats you like that.
Yeah.
That's a whole different topic. And a lot of men don't treat you like that. But it's your life. So put yourself, the same thing I said to men, if you're not feeling appreciated, put yourself in areas where you can be appreciated. Women, you are born with value. Put yourself in spaces where you can be valued and be cutthroat with it. If you don't value me, if I have to question it, and not societal standards, or is he kissing my feet? Is he doing this? Is he taking me on these trips? Is he doing that? No. Is a man really valuing? What does that look like?
You know what's funny about the kissing my feet thing? He'd be the good guy that she said I walked all over him and I got him up out of here. He'd be the same guy.
Type of nigga to kiss your feet.
They want the guy that never would kiss their feet to kiss their feet.
Yeah.
It's an oxymoron.
And I'm not even.
I'm the dude I am because I won't do that shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Unless you're a foot guy.
And I feel like because that's why
a thing for me then at that point.
That's not for her. That's for you.
But you know what's crazy? There's a difference between being worshipped and being valued.
Facts.
A lot of women want to be worshipped. And you're not that. So when you put yourself in that God-like space, where that goddess-like space, you're already off key. You're already out of alignment because
you know what I wanted to talk about too, Chris?
Like that girl from Kink World.
Right. I'm a goddess. No, you're going to be used up because you are not in abundance. You're a part of abundance. You're not abundant at all. That's why you're born with value. You're born with a limited amount of eggs. So you're finite in your own little setting. But what you're a part of and what you can create is bountiful if you're in that right setting.
The whole one day we're gonna have to do all our clips. We're gonna have to review our own clips and read some of these comments.
Oh, that's funny.
But the competition anxiety one that we posted, what was that, yesterday?
Yeah.
Everybody, not everybody, but because it has more likes than it has comments. But the comments are like, "Oh no, he gonna take me as I am," or "I ain't chasing nobody." And if you read my comment, it's about you being better, you for you, and that will make a better you for y'all and a better y'all. Why would I not want to? You compete at work. We compete in this podcast space. You compete for everything else in life, but you don't want to compete to keep your person. You don't want to compete to keep everything fresh. Even in that comment, I said you still got to go out and work to keep your relationship fresh. I'm not going to get my girl and then we stop dating. That's dumb.
Bro.
People are so weird.
When your manager walks in your office and says, "This office needs to be cleaned up a little bit."
Oh, I got the broom.
What you about to do? You gonna talk back to him? Oh, okay.
Bro, if your office said, "Hey man, we're gonna have to have cutbacks. It's 20 y'all in here. We only need 10, and the top 10 are gonna be here." What you gonna do then? You gonna be scrambling to work
Y'all gonna
hard.
ramp it up.
You know what I'm saying?
I gotta do it.
But if you said the same thing like, "Oh, your girl, there's 10 guys in the room. Your girl is attracted to all of them. She's gonna take the best one. You're not gonna keep competing." That sounds stupid to me.
That's why men stop chasing women. Stop. Like Willie said, pursue your purpose. They don't see being behind you or with you as lucrative. That's the difference maker. The manager is paying them. They don't see that they can get anything of any value or fruitful from you. Even if it's your seed that creates their children, they don't see that as a lucrative thing.
Yeah.
So go create your value and then let the woman come to you.
And
Period.
they will come. You'll have options, sir.
They will come.
All right, we back from the little bathroom break. Impromptu. In the middle of the conversation, where we at? Oh, we got this one more thing y'all want to react to.
Let's do it, bro.
Dad slaps his son on Facebook.
Oh, man.
Let's see. Where is it? There we go.
Now, come here.
He started off with the slap like Dean.
Man, quit playing with me. Come help him. These type of kid gonna get you fucked up. That's what I'm saying. These your friends though. Your friend will get your ass beat. If you ever in your fucking life listen to one of them and raise your hand at me, bitch, I will bury you. And bury they dust their asses too. Don't fucking play with me, David. This type of shit I'm talking about. These little boys, these little girls, gonna get the shit beat out you, boy. Play with me if you want to. You better choose your motherfucking friends wisely. Cause right now, you bullshit, nigga. Better tell them your dad not the nigga to play with. I will bury them fucking bitches. I don't care about killing no fucking kids. You better tell them. Before they kill you or before they hurt you, I'll do it. See them folks quit motherfucking playing. This shit ain't no motherfucking joke. Fuck wrong with y'all kids. Don't get mad because y'all dust ass parents don't love y'all like I love mine. Now what? Y'all know where he at. Pull up.
Dad slaps his son for flexing his guns on Facebook. How do you guys feel about this? Good role model.
You cannot say that you will kill me as your child and my dusty ass friends. You can't say that and then in the second sentence say you love me. That doesn't make sense. And then also I might be fucked up for life because now I'm connecting those two things differently. Now I think the only people that do love me are the ones that are willing to take me off the planet. So that's how women get fucked up. That's how women get fucked up.
Go ahead,
oh,
Hood.
he loves me because he beats me.
No, go ahead, Hood.
Nah, I mean, I don't necessarily.
Let's be real. This young man was flexing guns on the internet.
Very not okay.
Yeah, that's terrible. I grew up different.
We all did.
So
clearly, no parent has ever told Lydia that they would kill them.
Right.
Well,
So
they said it in the metaphor. You know, I brought you in this world, I'll take you out, but
literally
not like
the
you're
same
gonna
thing.
kill
Yeah, I
me
don't
and my
see,
dusty
like, I
ass
look
friends, and
but I look
before they
past
do
all of
something,
that,
you gonna do it instead. What the fuck is that?
But I'm saying I look past all of that though. Like, it's just
Okay, continue.
love. It's tough love. Like, I get it. It was key points that he came in there with. You know what I mean? As far as like, nah, nigga, for one of them kill you, nigga. You know what I mean? I do it. I don't know. I take stuff like that different. So I don't really see too much wrong with it. Yeah, he probably could have used his words a little differently, and you're using it on the platform. You know, people could probably take that the wrong way, whatever. But I just know I grew up a certain way. So, and it was a lot of, you know what I mean, aggression and shit like that.
Chris, you want to go or you want me to go?
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. There's a lot that can be said about
Yes, we're going, but we need to unpack this one.
Yeah.
Right, for sure. Yeah.
And don't let it sound like I don't hear what he's saying. I do hear what he's saying. He's saying you should fear me before you fear what they think about you. Like, that's the message. Or before you get up here and you feel so pressed to flex on Facebook with guns because you want them to think about you a certain way, you should fear me. I hear that. That makes sense.
No, I think you're missing the point too.
Am I?
Yeah. These kids don't have no... And I got a lot to say about this because I actually, I got a lot to say about this. Y'all, what Chris said the other day, when you don't have a dad in the house and some shit's on TV, you be like, nobody to say that's some bullshit. Mm-hmm. This is him pulling up and saying, yo, that's some bullshit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And before you get out here and embarrass yourself or embarrass me, I will embarrass you. Mm-hmm. Online, you up here showing guns for kids to see. Now, I do feel you on the... Maybe, I don't think I'm not past killing no motherfucking kids. I don't think he should have said that part. Right? But even your parents back in the day, and I'm more in line with Hood, said some stuff like that.
For sure.
These kids nowadays don't have nobody stopping them from this being online with your gun, doing boom, 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 that's ignorant as hell.
Yeah.
For anybody.
How old is this young man?
You said he was 16, right?
Yeah, I think so.
This is, and you ain't a dad, you ain't a son.
Right.
Every son and his dad, you gonna have that moment.
For sure.
Where, yo, meet me out in the front yard.
For sure.
You might be right.
No, I'm not might. I
okay,
am right. Stop
right.
putting might in front of my rights.
Sure.
I've been coaching for 12 years. Just a couple weekends ago, I had one of the kids that I coach. He's 15 now. He's going to jail. He killed somebody. No dad. Mom don't care about him. He was with me and Willie on Christmas. That's how much his parents ain't give a fuck. So somebody being in your life to pull up on it, yeah, you might be embarrassed right now. They might be mocking him online. Of course they're going to mock a black dad pulling up on some shit online.
Right.
But sometimes it might not have been the best way to do it, right? He ain't got no PR people behind him. But somebody needs to say that shit ain't cool, bro.
Yeah.
And there's no light way to do it if you ask me sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, because it's not gonna hit.
You almost kind of gotta. I mean, not. I don't know. This without saying it crazy, but you almost kind of gotta match the ignorance. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, pulling the guns out. That's ignorance. So you gotta match. Like, nah, nigga, we gonna take this serious. You know what I mean?
And what he said at the end, like, these kids' parents might not care about them. I care about mine. Sometimes I don't know. My mom used to punch us in our chest in front of whoever was outside. It didn't matter who was out there.
I think I got punched by your mom before.
So, Chris, go ahead before I could ramble on forever.
I don't know. I'm more so want to just let the junk come as the conversation come as it's supposed to. But the one thing that's sticking with me from listening to this is we as Black people leave our love up for interpretation. And I understand our parents talk to us like that. I never, well, no, you know what? My dad was the most attentive for a good amount of years in my life when he was whooping my ass. And I think that you have to balance that aggression out. I understand you got to respond, especially for boys. You have to teach with aggression sometimes. But I think sometimes we just leave it at that. And that's when we're the most attentive. I think by the time you get to your son posting with guns on social media,
stuff.
you've already dropped the ball somewhere.
Yeah.
And I think that's some corny shit.
Hold on. I'm going to push back on that a little bit just because we didn't grow up with the phones and all that. Because I feel like if maybe I had a phone, because back then at 16, I definitely had a good. I might have, well, not even abuse, but I'm saying we didn't even have the opportunity to be doing that type of ignorant stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's my only pushback. Continue my phone.
But to what you said, because that's a good point. Who knows what would be on the internet if we had recordings back then?
Yeah,
a lot of crazy stuff probably would be on the internet. But I think it sucks for us. But now we have to be tighter as parents because of the accessibility that they have. Yeah, we can't go ahead.
So what do y'all think? I want your genuine thoughts on this whole gentle parenting movement thing.
I'm torn, and
because I even just earlier I was trying to talk to my child so gingerly, right? I said things like, "You haven't done what I've asked you to do, so why should I respect any of your requests?" Right? He's only 7, but I'm trying to speak to him in a way that is gentle, but you get what I'm saying. And it took a lot of tries, y'all. Eventually, he, of course, he's gonna do it because I'm saying it 50,000 times. But that gentle parenting stuff right there, that takes a lot of patience.
We talk about balance a lot. I have a daughter, so I'm trying to figure out a way to balance it now, because I don't want to get to 7 and I'm not telling her to do nothing 50,000 times. That sounds insane. I get upset at 3 times now.
Right, but I'm saying if you're taking the taking the stance of these gentle parents, they're equipped to say it 50,000 times. And
everything is always such a big overcorrection and an exaggeration. Yeah. When our parents, they were super hard, so now we're super soft. And it's like, if I had a son, I'd have been popped him. If he was doing some of the stuff Sienna is doing. Sienna is a tyrant sometimes. Go ahead, bro.
I think Kadeem hit the nail on the head. I think the overcorrection is glaring, because I think it's the balanced parenting. I think that's what is needed, and I think that's why you need both parents in the house, because like I said before, it's natural. The balance is natural now. Now you have dad that needs to come in with some aggression, like that father. I'll say outside of his lack of tact with saying he was gonna murder people on camera, which as a Black man, they're gonna
can't be doing that.
If something happens with them, they're going right to that video.
Yeah.
Think about that. And just with his lack of elaboration and just speaking through his feelings for his son, you can be aggressive, but you can also get a lot of what I'm feeling in this moment. Not just I'm gonna kill you and I care about you, and connecting those two.
Yeah.
You can be like, you know what I'm saying? You can be a little more. You can flesh that out a little bit more. And
you could tell he wasn't the most, I don't want to say uneducated, but his words, he didn't have a lot extra to say past, "I love you and I'll do this to you."
And
it's a good dude.
We'll give him some grace, because he might have when you mad like that.
Yeah.
it's not the smartest. That's not a good mix. Emotional high with camera is never a good mix.
Yeah.
Period.
And
Unless
you don't
you're
give a fuck
podcasting.
about how you say something or
Right.
the grammar behind it or whatever. You
Yeah, it'll get you some clicks. He gonna get some clicks, and he
He
gonna get
definitely
some
got some
opinions, and he might get somebody knocking at his door because of the
Oh, yeah,
society
no,
we live in. As
CPS
black,
might be on the way.
as black men, we got to be more aware. I'm not saying that you can't be aggressive with your son, but make sure you can continue to be aggressive with him because they might take your ass up out of here.
Yeah.
And now he left with his guns and his camera again.
Yeah, I can imagine because I don't have kids, but I can imagine each one of y'all kids probably bring out a different side of anger when y'all are, you know what I mean, going through what y'all going through. So I told you.
And to Chris's point, balance. Like, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Sometimes I'm like, Sienna, sit down, and she just look at me and laugh because she always think we playing. And then Caitlin will say it, and she just sit her little ass down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because she does get to be a little bit more stern with her. We still trying to figure out what balanced. Because I don't want to be a gentle parent. I don't think there's super value in that. I think your kids will run all over you if you let them.
Yeah. I'm
Right.
striving for medium parent, but I feel like in my personal experience, I don't know how to do them at the same time, if that makes sense. I feel like one day don't play with me, and then the next day I'm like, Dean, what are we feeling?
Well, that's not
Da, da,
balance
da,
at
da.
all.
I know. That's not, I'm trying to find the balance, but I'm saying it is an active pursuit to find this balance.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be the gentle parent because I don't have the patience or the time, and I just don't think that's going to end up with the desired result with me raising this small black man.
I don't think fear should be the goal. I think it should be respect.
Respect.
Because I think fear is just gonna make him do it now, but now he's just gonna be a little more tactful with what he does online.
So you don't think there's a little bit of
I feel like
healthy
healthy
fear
fear.
in respect?
Like I said earlier,
is a
how
fear. It's
women
not.
talk to their man.
There's a fear of the consequences. I don't think there's necessarily a fear of the person.
Okay,
Like-
I'll roll with you on that.
Okay.
There's more so a fear of like, oh, I respect this person and I don't want to let them down.
Because when your mom used to cut her eyes at you, there was a fear there. They struck you.
Yeah, you was scared about her smacking. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's. I think you should look for respect, and I think with respect comes. Well, you get respect by leading by example, and being a man of your word. Don't. And I'm not saying nothing about this father. All I'm saying
'cause
is
we don't know him.
Because I don't know him. But all I'm saying is some of the parents, they want their kids to do the opposite of what they're doing. So the father could be online doing some ignorant stuff, and then when the son goes and duplicates or maybe does something that's in line with maybe toting guns, maybe the dad's just posting money online and stuff like that. That's in that same world
Right there.
to me.
Yeah.
So he might just post guns and all that stuff, and you don't understand that you're leading your son down that path. I think just leading by example, establishing a friendship where you're just not coming to tell your kid what not to do or coming down on them about certain stuff, showing them what to do by doing it is the best way to establish that respect to me.
So, and you kind of said something about it a couple of minutes ago. You said that between a father and son, there's going to be a day where y'all going to put the gloves on and go outside,
For sure.
right?
Almost always.
Yeah, I got one.
But, okay, and I'm accepting that as, the given in the situation. But I'm not going to lie, I felt a little bit of that motherly softness. Because I'm like, you smacked the dog shit
That wasn't
out of your
even the
son,
best
bro.
slap. No,
On camera, like
that
there's a
wasn't even the
humility. There's a humility to factor in, like that's got millions of views,
Okay,
you guys.
but
And then
Okay.
right. And so does probably whatever he was doing.
You know
with
what's
the
even
guns.
funnier though? The kid probably feels like, oh man, we viral. He probably don't even care that he got smacked online because of what you just said about it's got millions of views. He's probably that dopamine hit of feeling like people liked your video.
God, don't.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought he was gonna jump on the dad. I thought he was gonna jump on him. But
I didn't get that at all, 'cause he looked like a puppy. He looked
That's
like a
when you
puppy.
know
His
there
eyes
is
was water.
no. That's when you know there is some respect there.
Yeah.
When me and my dad went to the front yard and he was like, "No, swing back." I ain't swing back because I have respect for him.
Yeah.
Now when I think about it, I probably could have washed you, but I didn't.
not pointing at the camera.
No, because I think about it all the time. Because I probably, if I'd have fought back, we'd have been out there squabbling, but I didn't. Yeah, it's like, come on, man, I ain't gonna fight you. But he definitely pieced me up.
But a lot of people, even that whole situation is beautiful because when you square up with somebody, you're establishing them as your peer. And I think that's what.
What I was getting at.
Oh, Chris was about to hit
I
on a
just
great
feel
point.
Like, I feel like whenever, then they're gonna say what they want. If I spank my son, I feel like I'm spanking him so that by the time he's 16, I don't have to. I don't want to have to hit you
You're
when
not
you
a
are
man.
that old.
Like, go back to what you was about to say, Chris. Because that's at that point, your dad sees you as a man too.
Right.
Right. Exactly.
Because the world, if he's 16, they see you as a man too. So by the time
Right,
I
you'll be
end up in the
charged as an
front
adult.
yard with you, now, like he said, I see you as a peer. It's man to man now.
Right.
Okay.
You're out here being grown. Let's be grown then. This is what
Right.
grown men do.
Ain't no belts. Ain't
Yeah,
no, ain't none
nah,
of that.
put your hands up.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that, like he said, I see you as my peer. We're equals now. Not equals as far as like in this family structure, but when you walk outside, you a man just like I am.
He was
Right.
on the internet acting like a grown man.
Right.
Well, in the world, the way the world sees him,
And
6-year-old black kid get charged as an adult nowadays half the time.
right. And a lot of the times, our boys don't realize that. They just
they think they're boys.
They think, oh, I'm a man. I can just go fuck. I can go flash money. This is what grown people do. And I gotta circle back to like, yo, maybe you led him wrong, because if you did, he would see that being grown is much more than that.
Grown people have grown consequences.
But that is fact.
No, I
When
think
you're-
Chris hit the nail on the head at the beginning. He probably would like, now you're looking to intervene, whereas you should have been saying this is bullshit when your kid saw it online, when he seen NBA YoungBoy or whoever that he idolizes doing all those same things. I'm not even
Yeah.
going to say maybe the dad doesn't do any of those things, Chris, but nowadays with the way that the internet is,
Yeah.
that's where these kids are getting raised from.
And I
And
was
if
about
you
to
don't
say that.
interject, go ahead, bro. My fault.
I was basically saying what you saying. You was carrying it. I think even with us, which is scary, I think I don't want to be a pessimist on this joint, but it's like even with us being there, being attentive with our kids, yo, we got to deal with the school, the internet, the TV, the music.
hard.
Like the odds are against us, bro. These dudes, I'm not saying every man can't be Kadeem riding in a Porsche, right? So if I'm riding in a Honda Civic or a Honda Accord and the dude is flashing the money and the guns, right? No, but no disrespect. But if I'm doing that and my son is looking at this dude rolling up in a Maybach and he flashing money and guns,
And we don't live like that.
right? Like it's almost like the woman conversation. It's
He won't respect you
hard.
as
It's
much.
hard to get them to pick the hard road, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's like they want that fast lane and they don't know what that fast lane to get them. So even with that, I get what the dad was saying, because he's like, yo, if you want that action, I can give it to you right here in your house. I would rather run with that narrative. If you want to live that thug life, we can go shoot it out right now. I'll give it to you right here.
A fair one,
Since
too.
if that's what you want. But
Which is more than you get in the real
and I think with dads responding like that, and which I don't like that he recorded it. And even in that argument, you recorded it because he recorded it. So we're gonna go ahead and publicly embarrass you, since you want to go ahead and embarrass yourself anyway.
You're embarrassing me
But-
too by doing that stuff. as a
Right.
father.
And I think, let me just bring this smoke to you now so you realize you ain't really about it. You're not about it. A lot of these boys, they ain't been in no altercations like that.
Right.
They ain't
the
never-
first time
Also, why
they do,
they're
someone
so-
is shooting, and that's why.
Well,
they're
yeah, that's
running.
what literally.
And then
is.
they don't
They're so quick
learn
to jump
until
to
it's too late. They don't get a
Yeah.
trial. This ain't a trial thing. This ain't a, yo, I get popped one time and I get to come back and do it different. That ain't it.
You're lucky, yeah.
And
Which
that's what
is-
I was saying about that young man. I mean, and this kid had, as far as football talent, tremendously, might have been one of the more special kids I've coached. But the family structure, and I've seen it both sides. I've seen the kid who both parents are there, everybody's around them, they got a great support system. And I've seen the kids where, I mean, I used to pick this kid up and he'd have holes in his socks. You know, I gave him my iPhone. He didn't have nothing. So the streets become home.
Yeah.
The streets raise you. The internet raise you. And then, like Lydia was just saying, when the fight breaks out, we grew up. Yeah, some people had guns, but it wasn't the first
Yeah,
thing that you
would-
went to.
You would get.
Man.
the
You would either,
hands.
somebody would win or somebody would lose, and that would be it.
If that was the case, I probably wouldn't be here, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And now everything leads to shooting. So maybe the dad knows when you're grown, you know that. So it's like you got to pull up on that gun stuff quick. Like, yo, I remember my mom found a gun in the crib, and she was like, "What the hell is going on?" Snapped.
Yes, you should.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just feel like as a parent nowadays, you kind of have to you can't catch everything. We already said it's so many fronts you have to be watching and present upon, you can't catch everything, but there are certain things like, I feel like I would rather let my son watch Nelly's Eagle video over and over again with the hose and they got their asses out than watch some of them videos with the little niggas standing on top of cars with all these guns.
Yeah.
And all this money. Like, I would rather take that L than that L. We don't do music videos.
I think.
And if I don't even talk to guys like that. Like, if I see your gun on the internet, I don't want to speak to you.
Yeah.
Period.
That's smart too.
At all.
Because you got some foresight. There's a foresight. But even, it's crazy, yo. I think it's scary because there's so many things you have to intercept and so many things that are intercepting us as parents. And it circles back to the both parents being working and the independent thing and all that. All of it is connected. Because when we take both parents out the house, now the kid is left with the TV, the music, all the stuff that they want our kids to be attached to. And you know what's crazy? They start to speak on it when they kids start to really delve into this lifestyle. But it's easier for us because we're actually in it. A lot of our kids are actually impoverished and they're actually in these places where these music videos are being played. Yeah. So the kids in the suburbs get to play all they want. They can actually play and go home. We can't play. Yeah. We can play if we want, but they know where we live because we right there in it.
Well, it's not a game for us. It's real life.
Right. You know what I'm saying? We don't have, and that's why I hate that we don't have these luxuries that other races have. We do not at all. We don't have those luxuries. But circling back to my point, we have to establish friendships with our kids, yo. I know that sounds weird, but I think that's the best thing because that'll make them more comfortable with coming to us and talking to us about certain things. I think that respect.
I think that's where they get the gentle parenting thing from. But at the same time, a good friend will also tell you when you fucking up.
Yeah, you respect your friend.
No, but I ain't rolling with y'all on that. I don't think most people want to hear the truth from their friends.
That ain't. But to me, I don't see that.
That's why I said a good friend.
I don't. But just like.
Because I guarantee you, Willie has told you about yourself.
Me and Willie are not the same.
It doesn't matter.
What I'm saying is, me as a person, I can take that. Most people don't want to hear the truth.
Sure. Have you told Willie about himself?
Yes.
Y'all are good friends. That's what I'm saying.
That goes down to who I am in here. You could tell me something just because you're not my friend. I mean, I'm
to be a good friend, I think you have to be a good person. I think that.
No, I'm saying most people don't want to hear the truth.
Right.
Most people don't want to hear, oh, you effing up right now.
Right.
They don't want to hear that. They only want to hear good stuff about themselves.
Of course.
And I think the friend thing, it's weird because I'm like, I want Sienna to be able to talk to me about everything. But I want her to respect me on a level that's like, if my dad said this is some BS, it's some BS. It don't matter what nobody else tells me, friend, foe, indifferent. And I feel like there's equity in, like, I'm gonna have to build that level of trust up with her over time that shows, like, one day she's gonna be watching something on TV and like Chris said, I'm gonna be like, yo, that's fake, that's BS. And it's gonna take her seeing that it was fake in real life to respect me enough to be like, oh, my dad told me that was fake, and it ended up being fake for real.
It's the credibility.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But where do you get that credibility? And to y'all's friend point, I get it, but I'm telling you, when you see a whole group of girls, most of them ain't really friends, and even their best friend, they probably not really friends.
That's when we're in different worlds. But I agree with what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be their friend, and you gotta also have the credibility, which leads to like don't just stop living your life because you have kids, yo. Don't just stop doing that. Don't stay at that dead-end job. These kids are looking up to people where they want to be. Be where your kid wants to be. Don't give up on your dreams, yo. Don't give up. Because they're not going to, and it sucks because that is the case. Because you can't be at a certain level and it's so.
I don't know if I agree.
That's what I was about to say.
That's part of the reason why I coach. People think I coach just because we win a lot. No, I mean, obviously that's a byproduct of being a good coach. But I see the influence I've had on these young men's lives, and I always tell them, like, yo, you don't have to rap, you don't have to dribble, you don't have to be in the NFL to live a great life, bro. To be a good functioning member of society, to be a good man, to be a good father, to be a good person, to give back to the community. You don't have to be a gazillionaire. Most of the time, they think I'm a millionaire anyway. They think I'm like super way up. I'm like, bro, I ain't got $1 billion. Like, coach, you rich. I was like, I'm doing all right. But we talk about real life stuff. That influence can come from anywhere, bro. It don't got to just be a celebrity. I think the problem is most people don't want to get out into the community to be that. To be that change, to be that person that the kid is going to look up to, other than the NBA young boys or all this BS on TV.
Work. It requires
well,
you to do things that are outside of your comfort zone. Sometimes it requires you to do things that are inconvenient. Sometimes you got to pick an extra kid up.
It requires you to do something that ain't got nothing to
exactly
nothing to do with you, and most of y'all are selfish.
Right.
All these people out here talk about all the things we should be doing to change stuff, and none of them are actually doing anything. And I don't have a son, so for me to be coaching for 12 years, no son ever, no kid on the team other than Little Willie, I think little dudes I'm posting their grades. We ask them every Thursday, so give me some good news. What y'all doing in school? What's them grades like? Let's compete in the classroom for all the people that don't think you need to compete. We talk about competing in the classroom, being a good person. Make sure you thank your parents for bringing you here. They got to go out their way to do X, Y, and Z. That's how you help mold respectable young men, not just letting the TV and the goddamn phone and the internet be the only thing that influences them. They see coach pull up in the Porsche. They see other coach got a Tesla, Plaid, and a BMW. You don't got to be a billionaire to have this stuff. These are black dudes that also give their time to come here. Boom. Then I get NFL players to come. We get these guys from OU come, kids in high school that I coach that are going to McDonald's All-American games and all this different stuff, Army All-American games, going to college, great colleges, Duke, Clemson, full rides, straight A's. That don't happen on accident. That's the community part that people miss. People only talk about what your mom and your dad do. It's other people in your community can help influence. I got a call last Friday. Bro got announced that he going to an Army game. Mom called me like, yo, you're a big part of this. Wanted to let you know when the game is going to be. It's senior night tonight. I had a dad message me, so-and-so, he really looks up to you, man. Just stay in touch with him now that he's in high school, starting as a freshman. Shout out to X, my boy. That's big to me. But people don't see that part. They're like, oh, no, man, you got to do other stuff in your community too. You can't be out here saying you want to help affect the people in your community without being in the community just by talking about it.
You got to live that life. And I think the big thing that Kadeem said, because I think we were saying the same thing, you have to maximize your lifestyle. You have to really be about what you're talking about. You just can't come in your kid's room and tell them to do this. They have to actually see, oh, my dad does this, that, and the third. I can't have a pot belly telling my son to get right. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
Tell him about how you used to be when you was in your 20s.
Right. They don't want to hear
together.
that. They don't want to hear that.
Yep.
And honestly, the best thing that father could probably do, take those guns, go down to the range, connect with them in that way. That's probably the best thing you can do. Lean into it.
And actually, and I'm glad you said that, because I think a lot of these young kids, they might go out and shoot the gun a little bit, but they're not trained with them. And I think once you
aim.
I'm not even talking about aim. I think once you start going to the range, you get a little bit more respect for what a gun really can do. Right? You know what I'm saying? They outside playing, boom, 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 and then somebody's gone.
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
And even when you like, if you see these videos on the internet, when they shoot, you can actually almost see the surprise about how much like energy there was behind it sometimes. You can see that they didn't expect all that.
Liddy, the one thing is, when these dudes are shooting in the footage we see, they getting ready to run, or they focus.
Oh yeah, they're shooting
worried
and
about.
running.
They shooting like this to the side, and they trying to shoot so they can run, and they trying to like. It's very annoying because I told these two because they carry and I want to open carry more, but it's that misunderstanding of the whole situation. It's not
like
just
they
the
don't
gun.
even think sometimes they're really gonna kill anybody.
Situation, bro.
Like they think, oh, I'll just shoot this way and they're gonna run and then they'll be scared of me tomorrow.
They don't know how to deal with the whole entire real life situation. Even being at the gun range doesn't give you a full shootout experience.
No, it doesn't.
But even if you took your son to the gun range, if he, more than once, but I'm saying once he realized he has some aim, then I think he'd have the respect that you were talking about. Like, oh, if I shoot at this man, I'm gonna get him because I've been training.
No, that's
so I better be ready for that.
That's real.
But it's different, man. Because even if you go to the range, there's nothing shooting you back either.
Right.
It's a different scenario.
Right.
Valid, but I'm still saying.
I just told y'all my heart was racing. I walked upstairs. Yeah. You gonna take a life,
you're
bro?
Trained. You know you're about to kill somebody.
It's a serious thing.
And that too, because I'm like, that's exactly what I told them. I was like, yo, if I pull this gun out,
I have to murk you. Yes.
And I aim it at somebody, I am going to shoot them.
Yes.
And I think that's also the problem with us us too, because a lot of these kids carry the guns, because a lot of these other kids carrying the guns.
I was literally about to say, you talking about us open carrying, it's because of these
Right.
little dudes is crazy.
They are, yeah.
Crimes at an all-time high rate. Norfolk is silly outside.
It ain't pump. You can't pump
Wasn't
fake
it
in
like
this.
number 8?
It's up there.
I remember back in the
number
day,
8.
you used to be able to pump fake a little bit, pull your gun out.
No.
Then we are not in that society no more. That is not the climate no more.
It just,
You get clapped.
it just like I said, I wasn't fearful for like, oh, if somebody's up here, what am I gonna do? I knew what I had to do if somebody was up there.
Right. And that's
Yeah.
foresight.
Like I said,
He's
your life is
thinking,
gonna change.
he's
Like,
thinking,
there's
yo, if
gonna
I
be
kill somebody,
cops and
how is that gonna
this
affect
and
him?
that.
So
But-
it's serious, and I think nobody's teaching like. That's the part where we making jokes in the group chat about Chris listening to water sounds, but I get why you want to detach yourself from some of that music. I can separate it. I'm a grown ass 35-year-old man. These kids think that is real life.
I think it's deeper than rap, bro. I think it goes to faith. I think it goes to
Might be,
outlook.
though,
I think it
whatever
goes
it's
to a lot of these visuals kids are seeing. I think a lot of these kids do not know the value of their soul and their time. They don't have anything to look up to.
No, they
and I wanted to. I'll say it here, but I think that just that statistic of black men not living to see 25 and all that stuff, we got to stop saying that, because I think a lot of the times when kids go out and they hitting that 21, 23, they thinking in their mind, this is the cap.
Yeah.
So they're not even thinking about, oh, I don't have anything to live for because my life expectancy is so low. So they do all these extreme things because
And they probably haven't achieved much in that time.
Right.
I don't think that's just a kid thing though,
It's
because
a
black
mental-
people in general, even the girls that we're around, right? I'd be like, I'm 35. I don't know. I know I don't look 35, depending on how my facial hair looks. But 35, some of these girls be like, "Oh, you old," and I'm like, "Future's 39." What are you talking about? The people that shape everything you believe are my age,
Right.
but they think we're old. But you don't ever hear white people talking about other white people like, "Oh, he 35." That's not 30 is when life got the best for me, bro.
Right.
30 is when life like, yo, it's so exciting once you hit 30, bro. And you had everything mapped out and planned out. You don't have no kids yet. Man, I was out here living.
If you handle yourself correctly.
You know what I'm saying? It's a great way to be. Thinking that you're going to be done at 25 sounds crazy to me.
Yeah, 20 should be when you're building, making your mistakes, but we making the drastic mistakes, yo.
We playing
with our lives. We're not playing with our money or stuff like that. We playing with our freedom and our lives. And it's cost and heavy. And it's not a joke, which is why I understand the severity of the father. A lot of us don't know what to do, bro. This is new territory, yo.
I was going to say, like, you talked about 20s when you're supposed to be making your mistakes, but at 20, you don't know what are the life-altering mistakes, versus which ones are just the, oh, darn.
But
you know what I'm saying? Drinking too much on a Saturday night could be life-altering, but that's so commonplace.
Drinking can kill you too.
That's so commonplace. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you
they
know
might
when you're
know if I
drinking
go
and drive-
waving guns around. Of course, that could be life-altering.
But that should
they
be-
might know that,
but
they don't think about drinking too much on Saturday night.
Like Willie says, there's a gap in
They don't
knowledge.
think
There's a
about
gap in knowledge there.
having sex with 27 guys this month.
But Lydia,
I know.
There's a
It's wild,
gap.
but you
There's
get
a
what I'm
gap
saying.
in awareness, because the gun, that should be self-explanatory. We know guns kill people. So why is it that these boys don't care about that?
Even still, I saw a post earlier today about
NRA
a girl
would say
who
people
lost
with
her
guns kill
virginity at 18 to a boyfriend she'd had for a long time, but he had been cheating on her. She got HIV and herpes.
Damn.
well, that's,
First time. Like, you don't realize what mistakes are just oops and which ones are life
first
altering,
time she
because
let him
in
hit
adult
without a
life,
condom?
most things are life altering.
They had unprotected sex on her first run?
Guess so. I meant to send you
Yeah,
those, 'cause that was bonkers to me.
I personally feel like there's a
Yeah.
deeper issue with just the mentalities, yo. I think the mentality that we're in a space where these kids are so numb to stuff and they don't really care. They think life is a video game, yo.
They do.
And there's something
You
to
don't
be said
get to
about
respawn though.
there's something to be said about how faith is dying. There's little faith in a lot of these children and a lot of our communities nowadays. I'm not saying everybody need to be in the church and on the altar and all
I
that.
don't
I'm
think
not
you say
saying
faith,
that.
you mean church.
I think faith has to do with you looking at something higher. You actually be having an abundance mindset, and actually faith teaches you that if you believe, you can achieve. And a lot of these kids aren't they don't care. They do not care, yo.
Yeah.
Because
They
a
have
lot
a
of them
mindset
will
that
kill you.
sounds corny.
A lot of these kids will kill you and go brag about it. Why is that?
Because it's in the music.
Because they think it's cool.
It's in the bro. It's not even cool. It's in the music.
Right.
And the same people Kanye was talking about, they monetize that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm running trying to be the case. Okay.
Yeah, I was literally listening to USC yesterday. This nigga was like,
it was a
bodies
hit.
give you traction. I was
was-
like, damn, this nigga is real. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
he's
No,
really
but
You be surprised.
y'all gonna make me stop listening to rap with Chris.
Because grown men bragging about how they're, they got to go to court to beat something.
Bruh,
Like,
let me.
grown men, like y'all
But
grown men.
It's a trauma response show.
Yes.
Why did R. Kelly do the things he did? Because he got touched in a certain way. He got violated as a kid. I think a lot of the time when we go through trauma, we try to overcompensate and take that power back. A lot of these
I don't
kids.
know if I'm gonna relate those two.
I'm going. That's just my perspective.
because there's in this microwave society, bro. Everybody wants to get to the bag as quickly as possible with as least work as possible, and it looks like online that if I can rap a little bit and I tote these guns and I catch a body and we smoking my ops on this track, that we could go up.
Both can be true.
Right.
And that, I mean, no,
And
it
then
is
don't
trauma
let
to
them
that.
actually beat the case, because then they're going to rap about how they beat the case.
Bro, what I'm saying is they're profiting off of our trauma. We've had a whole bunch of voices.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of voices have said that. And it's fact. They know that we're going to go to that shit quick because we're already there. We kill each other for
plenty
free.
of trauma to
we
sing
kill
about.
each other for free. So now that you telling me, I can kill and I can get a bag too?
And it also creates a lot of liars. Because some of these
And
niggas
that is the
soft.
that is
And
the
then they
sad-
get tried,
that
and
is-
then they actually become
I'm not
killers.
gonna lie. I feel like the softer liars all were when we were growing up. When we were growing up, it would be like it's a group of dudes. They all rap, but only one of them is nice. But everybody with him, they were thorough, and he might have just been the dude with him that could rap. Now these little dudes, they crazy.
And he's a thug by association.
They are real thugs. The baby got famous off of I murked the dude at Walmart. I murked the dude at the crib. Oh, he just tried to break into my house. I shot him too.
Credibility.
And
then smack that woman in the crowd too.
His whole promo run was him beating people up in
Elliot,
places that you
not
can't
Elliot.
even fight in.
Kadeem.
He just called me Elliot.
I did. But I'll say, why is that credibility valued? Like, why isn't the credibility
Well,
like
I
your
don't
bro,
know,
like
because
bro,
he's
like your
also-
bro song that just played? That song should be out of here if we talking about our values.
People are, but
Well,
people
that,
are
so
addicted to trauma.
okay, I'm glad.
Like,
So my bro
it's entertaining. It's entertaining.
Tim, he going by Himothy right now on the record stuff. He just started rapping, but he does like I know.
Timothy is a good name. I like it.
That's his IG. So follow him _him right. He be like, I'm him. I like that. But anyway,
I like it. Too.
but his songs is more about like the stuff we be on, motivational talk. You know that's. I mean, he sent me stuff like the science of getting rich type quotes. But we not talking about, what I'm saying, shoot 'em up, bang bang. That's corny, bro.
That's the stuff that should be elevated. But there's a reason. I always say, like, yo, them people that are propping that stuff up, they're propping it up. Yeah, that's evil. That's this, that, and the third. But we chomping at it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a relationship there. Why are we even biting at it? We should be like, yo, that shit is corny. You prop it up all you want, but it's corny.
The beats be slapping.
Yeah, it's corny. But then
see?
people go in the comments and they'll still say it's corny, and that's good for the algorithm.
Yeah.
You know what would really fix it though, Chris?
Who?
If all our black women stop fucking with it.
Or black. I think it's double. It's
Social
so
media is like our
nuanced.
news
bro.
If
now.
they
It's
stop
like our
strip,
Channel 10.
and no shade, but if they stop stripping the ESTG in the prominent strip clubs, they will not play that music no more.
I think
I'm
there's
trying to tell y'all.
there's dark corners.
No, black women create the vibe for.
No, they do. They
create the vibe for everything, bro.
They
So
do.
If they all loved Drake's dance album, every dude in here would be like, "No, that don't slap." You ain't went out to so and so and listened to them playing these tracks because you would see it. The first time I even liked Meg Thee Stallion's Big Ol' Freak, I was in DC at Rose Bar in a section, and it came on, and it was just a vibe, and I was like, "Oh, this is a slapper." That's what made me realize that. I'm telling you.
It's double edged. It's double edged. You're right. No, I'm gonna say that off key. You're right.
I want them to like keep the same Because you know what? It's not just the words. Because a lot of niggas have raps and the words they be saying all that shit.
That's why Chris
but the beat ain't that fire. They be putting the fire
Lydia.
beat. Like, I want to shake my ass to this. I didn't.
I told you.
As a black woman, I might
and they
not
are
even,
not accountable,
listen.
and that is why we have these
I'm
problems.
helping you.
You're
I'm
not.
with you. What I'm saying is, you're right. Like, black women, decide what the fuck is popping because we gonna shake our ass. Why is that beat so fire?
Y'all
and
like.
I didn't care what you were saying because most of the time, if you asked a black woman what they was talking about, they didn't care unless they had to learn the lyrics because they wanted to rap it.
Because y'all also like the look that comes with that.
Hold on.
Y'all like the way ESTG looks with all the chains on.
No, I
and
don't.
not you.
But you know what?
Talking about
I'm just saying,
you.
women, like I said, I think everybody should be on the wave I am. If I see your gun on the internet, I don't want to talk to you.
Women like
flexing. I don't like that.
women are attracted to power and aggression. We as black men we lack direction. We have the aggression and the power, but we lack tact and we lack direction. If we had that same aggression for a different enemy rather than doing it within our own houses, we would be straight. I agree with what Kadeem is saying. They are buying the product. So men, short-minded men, dumb men are going to sell y'all whatever product y'all are buying. But they don't understand y'all. They don't understand, if I took this aggression and this power and put it somewhere else, maybe in a harder arena, y'all would still respond to it. But it's easy for me to kill one of y'all. I can easily do that.
Yeah.
That's the easy route. That's Chick-fil-A. But go out here and really make some money the right way. Go challenge the stock market. Go do that. You can't do it because you didn't pay attention in math class.
Yeah.
So you got to take the easy route. Easy target, easy kill, no real jail time for killing you, black man. It's easy.
But Chris,
and y'all are easy. And that's what I'm saying. It's all easy. We all taking the easy route.
But Chris, that don't get you on the yacht in Miami.
Listen,
That don't help you. That don't help me with my Instagram.
What are the chances? It's almost like black boys aiming for NBA all day. There's only 400 NBA players.
They don't want to hear that.
They want y'all to stream. They want y'all to keep chasing that. So most of y'all will fail, and then y'all turn around and have nothing else to look to because black people as a whole don't have no foundation, no infrastructure, no nothing to lean on. So they want y'all to go there.
Very quick. I remember one day, this is before LeBron was he was still LeBron, but we were talking about something, me and my dad. And I said something about LeBron, and I was like, I want to get da-da-da. And he was like, you can't do that. LeBron is boom, boom, boom. I was like, it's a white man that don't dribble that pay LeBron, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my dad was like, oh, yeah, you're right. And I was like, why do y'all only think the basketball? Somebody pays a salary.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see the check. You don't see when the white guy signed the check.
He doesn't own the team.
Because you know what? You know what the white guy? Lydia, you know what the white guy's not doing? He not flashing all of it.
You
wouldn't know. You wouldn't recognize.
Sleeping?
You wouldn't recognize one of those owners if you walk past them in Lynn Haven Mall. You wouldn't recognize any of them.
Of course.
I'm telling you, it's a trauma response.
Yes.
Black people get the money. We want to look
have
powerful.
to show it.
We want to step on our oppressors. We want to look equal to the oppressors. So we're going to go do what they do and try to look like them and try to be equal and all that stuff. When we're not equal to begin with. They'll never be you. Never in their life. That's why they're so ambitious. They'll never be you. If we understood that, we would be fine. We would turn right around and walk that way.
Yeah.
You know what's
and
sad,
go get
though?
us over there.
You know what's sad, though? I don't think you could ever be, if, say, I got to the point where I could buy a team, but because I'm black and I had that much money, it would be no way for me to keep my anonymity, right? These guys that own these other teams, like Chris was saying, a lot of y'all don't know who half the owners are. Everybody knows Jerry Jones and Robert Kraft and
Mark Cuban
and those people that are out in the limelight, but don't nobody know who owns the Bucks for real.
Right.
I mean, Dwayne Wade or somebody it's people that are part owners. But I'm saying
but
those
not
are
as
celebrity
accessible.
names, but there's people that own teams that you don't know who.
They're not as accessible. Like
you don't know what they did to get that bread. And I don't have any celebrity idols, but that type of lifestyle to be that. I remember one time I was working this summer job and we went to this lady's house and she was like an heiress to Hershey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you talking about the Mars lady that's in Virginia?
Yes.
Yeah.
Crib was immaculate.
Billy, right in Virginia Beach.
Wouldn't know.
It's like 11 billionaires that live in Virginia Beach.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, facts.
I'm telling you, yo.
But you don't want to be them. I don't want to be them. If you know, you know.
I know.
You didn't need to see a Ferrari. They didn't have nothing like that in the drill. It was
That's what I'm
Benzes and
saying,
regular
yeah,
stuff.
regular shit.
I always said that, yo.
Telling you.
I'd rather be the dude that can go to the bar and be like, yo, I'm covering the whole bar for 2 hours. Rather than the dude that can go get a section every weekend. I'd rather be that dude that can just do it inconspicuously.
Mm-hmm.
That's my goal.
I agree. Mister, if you know.
But
you know.
you put a target on your back. Rest in peace to Takeoff. Like, yo, like you have to see your life as valuable. And I'm not trying to say that he can't go out and have fun, but when you have that much power, like we said to y'all are born with value. He went and got his value. Now he has to be more responsible. I'm not going around the motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I'm
That
not.
party was supposed to be on some private. We all supposed to be on the same level type energy, though.
Man, bro, I'm telling you, there's a deeper mental issue with black folks.
It is, and you're right.
He
Okay,
should be in, you're correct. He should be in that room and be protected.
Yeah, no, he should have been protected.
But he's not.
I feel like we all, when we was growing up, there was always that kid where there's like, oh, my mom doesn't let me listen to that. My parents don't let me listen to that. I'm not allowed to watch SpongeBob.
No, my parents don't
Whatever the
celebrate
fuck,
Christmas.
right? And we get that, and we always thought they were corny or whatever, but
Because we
like I feel
program.
like you almost like y'all gonna make me stop listening to rap
The
music
bigger-
because you know what?
the-
There are songs that are like positive. I know I can be what I wanna be if I work harder. Yeah, but we almost think that song's a little corny now. If you ask the majority of young people, they say that song's kind of corny.
Why is
However,
this-
I just
that's-
fucked your bitch in some Gucci flip.
That's corny.
That's fire.
That's corny.
And that's a problem.
And that's corny.
I'm not rolling. That's
But I
still fire.
subscribe. And
All
also, hey, bitch, what up?
Still fire.
They
I don't
said they
know
on
what's
the block.
fire
It's
about
time to
fucking
slide.
somebody
Fuck
bitches
them
and
up.
Gucci
My,
Hey.
flip-flop.
yeah, my kids put me onto that song.
Exactly.
But I think
Unhealthy.
But
it's so fire.
See, I think eliminating it is that there's still balance. See, I'm grown, so I can listen to that
Have
What Up
discernment.
track, yes, and be like, it's just for me to talk shit before the game. It's for the gym,
Yeah.
but it's not like, oh, my ops on the block, we trying to slide. No, we're not doing that.
We gotta take what we put in our body seriously, bro.
I do.
I think them frequencies.
Right, but he's saying he's mature enough to have a level of discernment that children don't have.
He is, but by proxy, those kids that look up to him, I'm not trying to say anything about that because I feel like Kadeem is doing much more good than he's doing bad. But I'm saying even by his credibility, him connecting his credibility to that is also is putting them into that. You know what I'm
feel
saying?
you,
Now, if
I feel
Kadeem
you.
took his likeness as credibility and connected to something a little more productive, he's doubling. He's
feel
multiplying the output now.
I ain't gonna lie, they put me on. I never heard that song before them. We were
Yeah.
walking to the game and they were playing it, and I was listening. I was like, "Oh, this is hard."
Right? Oh, no.
But it was like on some, football, Chris, is like wartime.
Yeah.
So that's our
Yeah.
war chant.
Yeah.
But I feel what you're saying because they be like, oh, coach likes this song. He gets the camera out for us. It's a little music video. I'm almost stamping that track at that point.
Bro, if black folks could take the energy that they put into football and put it into our whole group as a whole,
That's what I be trying to do, bro.
we be out of here.
It's
bro.
about creating
We be out of here.
I mean,
I don't like those if statements though.
No,
it is
no,
if
no, I
because
don't
He
either.
can't make you align with us.
Right.
No,
I
that's-
can't make them align with us. I can't make anybody do it. So it's like if that's us.
No, but I'm
and we're
saying
gonna
the
end,
psychology
hold-
behind
we're gonna
these
end
like
the pod
iffy
soon.
statements.
I've got to end the pod soon. But even in Black Panther, right? Namor wanted to keep his people to themselves, keep what we preserve, keep what we have. Wakanda, same thing. We can't even get into that type of mode here because we're constantly fighting, bickering. We're not trying to build nothing as a whole together.
Bro, I love black women. Period. I love black children. Period.
Yeah.
I want to work with them. This is why we have these conversations all the time. It's literally us crying out for each other because we need each other.
Yeah.
We can't get to this space without the right women. We can't get to this space without children. We can't. We can't get to where we need to go.
All right, last thing, and we're going to end it, I promise. Hypothetically, if black people collectively, we wanted to go buy, Wyoming, Montana, whatever. We wanted to buy these two states, and we're all going to move there. Y'all going? Y'all
Yeah.
to build a collective?
Yeah, I would go.
Fuck yeah, I'm going.
That'd be fun.
That would be the ultimate plan.
Super going.
Yeah, I would go.
So
Even if you built a compound, I'm there.
Yeah.
I bet the air's cleaner there too.
Yeah.
We got pretty good air here.
Nah, you been to Denver?
No, but
It's crispy out there. I can only imagine what like Montana.
I don't know, bro. I think for us, before we even get there, We just gotta focus on our households, yo. Kadeem is in a place where he can reach out now but that's because he took care of his household. His household is straight. Now he has the ability to go out and coach for 3 years, coach for 4 years, and give his
Why he short me?
and
12.
outsource. I'm sorry. He can coach for 12 years and outsource his energy. I think as black people and black men, and that's why I said it to what was her name that was in right here? I don't remember. But she said, "What are you doing?" I think the most impactful thing that black men can do to start is to go home and take care of your house. Take care of your house and then just work outward from there.
Now I was coaching before I had a family, but I took those same principles and I want to apply them.
Well, your house was you at that point, and you were still taking care of you and planning for the future.
I don't count me as a house.
But that's work on you.
what I'm saying?
Work on you. The best thing you can do for black people is to be a better person.
Yeah, and technically you were taking care of your house before you had a house, because when the time was right for you to have a house, you was already ready. You had already taken the steps needed.
Yeah.
I think that just goes with being a grown up.
Just in the pod, bro.
We're in agreement.
No, I'm just saying.
What I'm saying is you were doing what you were supposed to be doing so that you could have the desired outcomes.
Yeah, we
and
just
it worked.
But they weren't about family. I was looking to do those things.
black folks gotta really know who their enemy is, man. And then we got to get to a place where we don't have an enemy at all. There's no enemy.
That's not a thing.
There's no, but I'm talking about more of a mental place where you look in the mirror and you are your competition. You don't necessarily have an op. There's no ops. You are your op. You are the person stopping you.
Oh, that's where I live at, Chris. That's every day for me.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about we have to get there as a whole, where we're not necessarily saying, "Oh, they're the problem. They're the problem. They're the problem." We just excelling as a people. Let's do black people. What did we make last year? Let's make this next year. Let's save this next year.
A little bit. Yeah, you're right.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, let's save this next year. Let's do this next year. Let's pour this money in there next year. Let's do better than we did in 2019. I think we need to get to that point where we're not blaming everybody and blaming ourselves. The same way we talk about black women and how they need to take accountability is the same accountability that the whole group needs to take. The whole group needs to take that accountability.
Yeah. That would be dope, though, if we all moved to Montana or something.
Oh, I'm there. Yep.
That would be fire. But
we got bigger fish to fry, bro.
There's like 16 white people over there. We'd have to fight up.
I'm about to say, we got to get over there. And
no, they would leave because they were like, the neighborhood's changing. They'd get up out of there.
I think at this point, you know what's crazy,
Yeah,
though?
the white people had to kill all the buffalo to get the buffalo guys to move.
Nah.
You know what's crazy, though? With Black Wall Street, them white people probably thought it would fail. That wasn't when the threat came. The threat came. The threat came was when they actually started doing something.
Right. It's
when they're actually progressing. That's when the threat came.
You want me to keep potting because I
Oh,
don't.
my bad. Go ahead,
I
go
don't want to talk about sex because I could go into that. I could go into. I love how on the Black Panther they call us the Lost Tribe. I love that.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I mean, I know why.
That's a deeper topic.
It's very deep because. All right, last thing.
We cooking.
Well, no, because the Lost Tribe is like I don't like when people are like, oh, what are you? Are you black or African American? I want to be like neither.
You an Israelite.
Black is.
I was gonna say both.
No. Black.
You come
is a
from
color.
the tribe. You the tribe of Judah.
Right.
That's
but
where I'm from.
we are. I mean, but what they're saying in the movie is basically like people that are from Jamaica know their family's heritage. They're from Jamaica. If you're Trinidadian, you're Trinidad. You know what I'm saying? But if you're black from America,
Tribe of Judah.
You don't know what's going on.
Tribe of Judah.
That's what we are.
Tribe of Judah. That's what they say. Amongst those 12 tribes, the group of people that were in America or came to America is Tribe of Judah. We can start there. Or we can just make up our own.
Well, that's what I was saying. In the Black Panther, they call us the Lost Tribe.
Yeah, we the lost because they threw away everything that connected us to our heritage.
Go back to Africa.
And it might not even be, but you know what's crazy? You know it might be the deeper trick? We were already here. Mm-hmm. A lot of us were already here. Mm-hmm. And they want you to think you was...
Oh, no,
you know what I'm saying?
They want us to think that they discovered a place that people were at.
Right.
That part.
So...
You can't discover it.
I don't know.
Already.
I think... Just end the episode.
I'm trying to.
Say, oh, I've discovered this house.
In the episode, right.
All right, guys.
Y'all saw the Tyson Chicken CEO fell asleep in a stranger's bed? The police had to come get him?
Was it Tyson's?
Yeah.
I think it was CFO.
What was the shorty from them?
I think the people that own Tyson's live in Virginia, too.
Well, either way, he was in somebody's bed. He was drunk. He came home with sleep.
13,
But she left her door open, so don't do that.
All right, Lydia's trying to take us on there. Another fairy tale Alice in Wonderland rabbit hole. Just Another Podcast, episode 122. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell.
Ding.
I appreciate y'all, especially the new followers. And actually, I appreciate the older ones, but even more. Thank you for sticking with us. We're still grinding. Make sure you save and share a clip. And we out.